Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk. Today, we are back in the wonderful world of Guild Wars 2, which is Tyria, by the way. Did you know that? Hello there. Welcome. Shugo, that is a lot of emotes. Hello. Hello, Mug Bluebell, and the Guild Wars 2 enthusiasts. Hello, Jersey Blue, I see you both. Well, today, my original plan was to do another one of the DPS tests where I try to learn another DPS build, see what happens. I believe the only pure DPS, like, you know, as a class that cannot possibly provide quickness or alacrity, so it's going to be Unga Bunga and that's it, that is remaining is the soulbeast. However, and we might still get to that, there was an article that a bunch of people have linked me this morning, since I woke up, from PC Gamer, where they got a bunch of knowledge that was not yet public related to the upcoming Homestead system, and what it's going to entail. Like, you know, will you have trophies there? Will you have armor racks? Will you have your alts there dancing around when you're not playing them? Things like that. So I think I need to go over that first and foremost once everybody is here and, you know, taking a seat and stuff like that. Because apparently that's going to be interesting. Hello, my... hold on, I'm having to translate this. Hello, my friend Dave sent me your way. Nice to meet you. You as well, Lote. You're lucky I speak a little bit of ooh-woo, because there's a lot of weebs in my chat. I love the tentacle harvesting tool with quickness. Oh, it's funny, if you start using it and then you cancel cast, it does this. Just beat the living crap out of it. And you just keep starting and stopping and starting and stopping repeatedly. It's not tentacles, it's sky scale tails.
Guys,
that's a weird thing.
So
okay. Hey Cupcake. Mark, did you see the PC Gamer article? I have it open. I haven't read it yet. I will in a few minutes. New interrogation method with certain technology. Is it interrogation if people want it though? Watch the video before the article. Wait, what? React streamer re? You know it. That reminds me, I still need to react to Rose's latest reaction of my reaction to his video. Muck, you don't PvP anymore. I like to play fun games. Alright, no, look, it's like this, okay? I do love PvP in this game. I have played over 5,000 games of PvP, okay? I enjoy it overall. It is of my opinion that the last year for PvP, in the last, like, you know, 10 years, is the worst year that PvP has ever been. And the reason I say that, now I played the game for a few months at launch, and I played the game for the last 6 years. PvP right now is a lot of people one-shotting each other. It doesn't even feel like MMO gameplay, it feels like an FPS. Like, I can go in there with, like, you know, Signet of Mercy, and a teammate will go downstate, and then, like, they're dead in downstate before the Signet goes off. Like, just damage is so high, and they removed all the toughness and vitality primary amulets, and so it's just like defense hasn't kept up. So it just, to me, personally, it no longer feels like MMO PvP anymore. It feels like Counter-Strike. And I would rather play other games. You know? I play a lot of different games. I would rather just not go in there. Like, for example, I enjoy going into PvP and playing it, but it's like I would play 5 games to have one good one. Like, to have one that I enjoy, I would play 4 that I don't. That's what I feel like is the current state of things. Keep in... CC'd, you're dead. Yeah, keep in mind there's no diminishing returns in this game either. In WoW, if you get hit with the same CC 3 times, assuming you survive it, you're immune to CC for a time afterward to give you a chance to play the game. There's nothing like that in Guild Wars 2. You could be CC'd for eternity, and a Spellbreaker will do that. Muck, where's the video on why play Guild Wars 2 in 2025? I think the last one I did was like, was it 2021 or something? And it's still relevant, but you know. I could make it remake it each year, but it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort. Yeah, I like the Why Play Guild Wars 2 video still gets clicks, but it's like it's not the most recent one. I think Lauranity might have the most recent Why Play Guild Wars 2 type video, so she's probably getting all the recent clicks on that. Nothing more fun than getting one shot out of stealth. Yep. Can I see the build tier list so far? Wait, what? Are you talking about like the pure stuff? These are just my scribbles. I don't know if this is what you want. These are just like my personal notes on the build so far. I'm very new to Guild Wars 2. My friend introduced... oh, God. Have you seen the new PC Gamer Homestead video? No. A bunch of people linked it to me, and I'm going to be watching it in a few minutes. I need the reaction to Rose's new video. It's amazing. I still haven't watched the third Guild Wars 2 video that he made that has my face in it. I still need to watch that one. I'm Makai Chad. Hi, Zero. Mug, I had to dip for the Stanley Cup. How did you like the new Rift Breaker maps? Who's Stanley? It was very tough. So we did Mutiny Monday last night with one of the new Rift Breaker maps. And they have some new like missiles and stuff they added to the game that require like an intake of like gas to be able to power them. And so I had to set up like gas lines and stuff like that, but they were really powerful. But there's this new monster type called a Canceroth. And it's basically just like a giant roiling cloud of sludge.
I have been subbed to you for 4 years now. Where has the time gone?
Thank you, Bertree. Welcome back. And it would literally just steamroll your walls and destroy everything behind them in seconds. And it had no weaknesses. It just had some stuff that it wasn't immune to.
Hey, look, it's the tree.
So it was.
How are you today?
There was a reload, and when we finally beat it, it was just like my main building was like the only building left standing. It was so close. It was crazy. Hello, yes, that's what I was looking for. Okay. I've been gearing up my soulbeast for open world before I encounter your channel. And quick question, how bad is Trailblazer? Seems nobody uses that combination. Oh, Trailblazer? That's the one that's like condition damage and survival, right? Hang on. No, I've used this in multiple builds. So here's the thing. If I do, all right, Viper is the one that's most often used. If you look, they have the same condition damage and expertise, Viper and Trailblazer. But Viper has power and precision, Trailblazer has vitality and toughness. My open world Condi builds on my characters that use them do use Trailblazer because it makes the game very chill when you're in open world. Because there are some Condi builds that can use a little bit of power, but many of them just don't care about that. So you can absolutely use World v World for, or World v, sorry, I was reading a message in chat. You can absolutely use Trailblazers in condition-based builds when you need survivability. Anyone know when is the weapon test? I think that starts Thursday or Friday. Chat says Thursday. Missed the carrot slap, let me rewind. The carrot slap. Hold on. I actually have it on a button.
Slapping you with my carrot.
There you go. Please swap to Quickness Herald to make gathering faster. Stash, I am literally on a Quickness Herald. You blind egg. This guy knows Quickness Herald so well, he doesn't even recognize the UI. In the balance patch today, or was someone trolling in chat? I don't know of a balance patch today, but if there is one, we'll go over it. UI, we just press buttons. It's talking about the bar. Best and worst part for open world druid at soulbeast. Wait, best and worst pet? I mean, an open world, it depends. Like, if you are... Who built a freaking arrow cart in my guild hall? Okay. If you're leveling in open world, having a tanky pet to get things off of you is really nice. Like a bear or one of the drakes. Having them, like, you know, keep the mobs off of you. So, because if you have a pet that has more toughness than you, there's a higher chance for mobs to attack the pet and not attack you. So that's always really nice. If you're high level and you're good at just, you know, kiting and moving away from things, then it kind of doesn't matter, and you could just use a damage pet if you want to. I'm back, go react now. Well, in a minute, well, in a minute, well, in a minute. Why is this character down here? He should be up on the cliff. I guess I forgot to rewind him the last time. Your guild hall, our guild hall. I mean, it kind of is our guild hall. I let people place decorations, but sometimes they do weird stuff. Tentatively looking forward to Homestead. Respectfully looking at Homestead. The only human in Mux character slots. Yep. Let's see. Like the Tower to Nowhere in the 3rd guild a while ago. Alt parking is gone. No, they'll still be alt parked. I think what it is... Oh, why is this guy here? I think what it is just like when you're in your homestead, you see your alts just chilling. That doesn't mean that they're all there, not wherever you left them. But yeah, it'll be funny for mine because it's just going to be like 20 copies of Mukluk in different colors. Just like a cult. Just make more alts so your play will hang out in the homestead. Bikini releases today, right? Oh, the swimsuit? Dude, I have not been followed that. That falls under the category of I care so little about that news, I'm not even keeping track of it. I do not know when the bathing suits come out. 28 Asuras and 1 human having tea. It'd be like a daycare. Humans having to try to wrangle them all. What are you trying out today? Well, the only pure DPS that doesn't provide quickness or alacrity that is remaining is soulbeast. However, that new article on homesteads came out, so as soon as I finish my routine here, we're gonna do that. What are you talking about? We want to see a goblin in a bikini. Not this goblin. You don't want to see this one. Doing degen react content Tuesday. Yep. I mean, it's more than a react. Typically, when I like watch a 3-minute video and I react to it, it's like a 30-minute video when I'm done. I'm definitely adding some stuff. How much gold do you get from doing all this daily? I don't know, but I am over 7,700, so doing this whole routine, if I'm focused on it and not talking to you guys, is like 12 minutes. And it definitely just keeps my money going up, 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 up. I actually don't know if I'm going to need these. I have 3 characters that are parked at the 3 maps in Secrets of the Obscure, just so I keep getting the map currencies for Soto without effort. And so if I wanted to make more obsidian armor or something, it wouldn't be a big thing. But I don't know that I'm ever going to do that, so I could probably reposition these. We never know when ANET's going to release Tier 3 Obsidian. Yeah, they might hit me with a curveball. Have you watched the Homestead preview? No, we're about to. I'm planning on returning to Secrets of the Obscure, have content worth doing for someone who wants to do raids, and the other thingy that does mini raids. Strike missions. Yeah, strike mission. Yeah, Secrets of the Obscure added some new strike missions. It also added new customization options to your character that you might enjoy. They added one new weapon type for every single profession. For example, I'm on a ranger. I'm using maces right now. This is something that was just added in Soto. And then there is also Weapon Master Specialization, which allows you to use the weapons that are meant for one of your elite specs on your other elite specs, like a Reaper Greatsword when you're playing Scourge, for example. So those two things are added in Soto and adds a lot of customization to your builds that will help in all game modes. Let's see. Wait, what was I doing? Oh, that's right. I'm going to use the converter for the day. Let's see, Herta. And this one. Okay. Alright. Let's get up to my thing. Balance patch today? I don't know of a balance patch today. If there is one, great, but... Greetings from Germany, how's the weather in the States? I don't know, I don't go outside. They should change the first trait of elite specializations. Okay. Alright. Let's turn this down. Let me get this open here. So I've got the article. Let me open up the YouTube video. Oh my god, it's freaking 8 minutes long.
I'm Phil from PC Gamer, and this is an
Wait, is that... Wait, hold on. I'm Phil. Is that Phil Savage? Hold on. Oh, it is Phil Savage. Nice. Basically, every Guild Wars 2... you know what? Hold on. I'll save it for the video. Let me set up a few tabs here. Let me see. Guild Wars 2 Twitter. 8 minutes long, 1 hour muck vid incoming. Yeah, 3 hour, 3 hour, so say Mighty Potatoes. I have joked about that so many times. I'm now actually saying it wrong. 3 hour wooden potatoes video incoming. Okay. Let's see. No, that was June 4th. Okay, this is it. All right. Here we go. For YouTube. Alright, hello gamers, Mukluk here, and today is Tuesday, June 25th. We've got some new Guild Wars 2 news. Guild Wars 2 tweeted out today that Homesteads are going to launch on August 20th, 3 days before my birthday, with the Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds expansion. We've shared an exclusive first look at PC Gamer, and here's what they have to say. And there is a few pictures of the Homestead and a link to a PC Gamer article. Now, the PC Gamer article has a video that is on their channel, not on the normal Guild Wars 2 channel. So we have that video pulled up. I have not watched it yet. There is a list about the features here, and we are going to go through it. At Muck, do you have any predictions? I have hopes. I have hopes. There are many MMOs out there. I have not played as many as Josh Drive Hayes. I've played a few. The one that had some of the best housing systems that I've played include EverQuest 2 and Black Desert Online. They had some cool features that I really enjoyed. One that I tweeted about was the kind of like trophies. Basically, to translate this idea into Guild Wars 2 terminology, imagine when you get a legendary, like Eternity, you got a sword Eternity, and you also got a Eternity that could hang up on the wall. And you could put it in your home and like show it off to people. So you could have a room that was just an armory with all of the like crazy weapons and stuff that you have earned. That's the kind of thing that I would love to see. You know, show off your achievements, your accomplishments, stuff like that. I've also seen people talk about like, oh, what if our ults when they're not being played are hanging out in the home instance? And I joked on Twitter a few weeks ago that mine would just look like a constant rave with all these little dudes because all my characters look like this. And then there's one human with a wizard hat. So those are the things that I hope, but let's see what it's actually going to include. So we've got the video first. It's 8 minutes long. Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds exclusive Homestead reveal. Let's see what they say.
I'm Phil from PC Gamer, and this is an
Wait, Phil? Is that Phil Savage? Hold on. 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 It is Phil Savage. Every article from PC Gamer about Guild Wars 2 that was written by Phil is intelligent. Literally, whenever PC Gamer does an article and it's about Guild Wars 2, if it sounds like it was written by someone who knows what they're talking about, it's been Phil. Hi, Phil.
exclusive look at Homestead, the new player housing feature arriving in Guild Wars 2's
Like the others, when they write an article about Guild Wars 2, it's like they don't even play Guild Wars 2.
next expansion, Janthea Wilds. ArenaNet calls Homestead the most player-friendly housing system in MMOs. Your home will exist as its own instance rather than being one of a limited number of plots in a larger district. So unlike a game like Final Fantasy XIV, you won't get the same neighborhood feel, but the benefits should be pretty obvious. You don't have to enter a lottery to claim your land, and there's no chance of getting evicted if you don't regularly log into the game. Instead, you just get access to your homestead naturally during the campaign. ArenaNet didn't go into too much detail about the story of the new expansion, but your new home is related to its new faction, the Lowland Kodan. The aesthetic reflects their cozy cabin
You two could sign up for my Patreon and play really weird noises whenever you want.
vibe. So obviously the main draw with a player housing system is decoration, the ability to customize your space. But there are a couple of neat features built into the homestead. First off, they
In some cases, just jump scare me.
act as a sort of showroom for your in-game collection of skins and cosmetics. For this playtest, ArenaNet provided me with a preview account full of characters, all of them named after members of the PC Gamer team. Here they are now, just hanging out. In fact, any alts that you leave in the homestead will appear when you visit with another character. Up to 30 can sit around at a time. There's even a little
Any alts you leave in the homestead. Okay, so if my alts are like alt parked all over the world, I'm not going to see them all in the homestead. But you
cave over
can
here
have
with
a
bunch
rave
more
there.
of them. Your mounts are here too. You can find them resting over by the stables, meaning you at last have a way to enjoy the fancy jackal skin that you got. Because let's be honest, how often are you actually using it in the game? And you
See, he knows. He plays Guild Wars 2. He knows you don't ever use the jackal for anything.
can pet the mounts. It's pretty cute. If you hop on a mount, it leaves you stable, even if an alt was sitting on it. And if we head over here behind the lumber mill and over to the pier, here's your skiff. It's a small touch, but having a home for your mounts and vehicles is a nice shorthand for cementing this as
I
your
forget what my skiff looks like. I haven't used the skiff in so long. I don't even have a hotkey for my skiff.
own personal space. Okay, the fun little aesthetic touches are all well and good, but one of my first questions when ArenaNet was explaining the homestead system was about resource nodes. You see, Guild Wars 2 characters already have a little personal space for themselves. It's based in their starter cities, called a home instance. There's probably a bunch of players that have totally forgotten these even exist, but for some of us,
Yeah, they're the same people that are always like, Muck, I can't afford a griffin. I'm poor. My life savings is what you make in 3 days of your routine. Give me some money. Yeah, I see that all the freaking time. Farm our home instance. And you know what? Farm somebody else's home instance. You can borrow other people's. Muck, I can't build this up. That would take, it takes years to pay back. Cool. Borrow someone else's. I freaking have this conversation so many times a week.
it's a daily ritual to visit and gather materials from any resource nodes we've unlocked or purchased. All of those resources are now also available in your homestead, as are any of the cats you've discovered.
Oh, look how close they are together. Now, I'm still going to be using Glyph of Volatility because it makes it to where I get more money. But Glyph of Reaping would just be like, whoosh, all done.
Around the world and persuaded to move in with you. All of it just carries over. There's also a neat little new option that should make the gathering ritual a little less onerous. If we head over to this box, there's just an auto-collect button, and it
What?
instantly completes any node attached to that building. This
Oh my god. My 12-minute-a-day routine just became like 3 minutes.
function won't be available when Janthea Wilds launches.
Dang it!
ArenaNet plans to add it during one of the quarterly updates following the expansion's release, but even in the short term, the resource nodes here are much more efficient than in some of the home instances, by which I mean the Grove. Over in this building, you will find the crafting bench that lets you
By which I mean the Grove. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the route through the Sylvari home instance. It's like a labyrinth.
create new decorations, to customize your homestead. It's a completely separate system from the scribing profession used to decorate guild halls, but the benefit of that is it's going to be a lot cheaper to craft items. You will need to convert some of your materials into a new homestead crafting resource, and then combine it with some other resources to add that decoration to your library. I should say here, this is an early development. But
if it requires research notes, I'm out. I'm out.
Build I'm playing, so there are a bunch of placeholder icons and text throughout the build. Don't worry if you see a little digging sign. Homestead crafting won't be tied to crafting XP at all. Instead, you'll unlock more advanced levels through the mastery system by earning experience in the expansion's new maps. Over 300 decorative items will be available when Janthea Wilds launches, with ArenaNet saying more will be added through festivals and quarterly updates to follow. In total, there should be around 800 decorations that will be craftable by the end of the expansion's update cycle. The majority of these will be earned in-game, although yes, some will be exclusive to the Black Lion Gem Store. ArenaNet stressed to me any decorations bought either with real money or by converting your in-game gold into gems will give you multiple copies of that item to place automatically, and also a recipe so you can craft as many of that item as you want in the future. If you've tried decorating a guild hall in the game, you'll know it's currently pretty basic. You grab a decoration, place it on the map, maybe spin it around a bit, really that's it. For homesteads, the entire decoration system has had a pretty major overhaul. For the playtest, ArenaNet dropped me into a homestead that one of the developers had already started to decorate. Rather than a static prop, these houses over here are built from various floor tiles that have been repurposed as walls and roofing. The same with this lighthouse, which has been created from lots of individual pieces all fitted together. Now when you go to place a piece and realize, oh god, that's way too big, you've got some options to turn it into what you want. There's multiple skills on the menu that let you change.
Yeah, so for anyone who does not know, I wanna pause there for a second. Which guild hall? I think it's this one. In Guild Wars 2 right now, in the guild hall system, you can
smiley face
basically build things. How can I give you, hold on. This guild hall, this is one of my guild halls. And once upon a time, someone came in here and they said, hey, I want to do some art. Can I have permission to build things? And I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And so that person, he came in here and made a roller beetle race. And I am not, it has been a while since I've done it, so this is not going to be pretty. But this whole racetrack is built from like floor tiles and stuff, right? So like this guild hall has a racetrack that goes around the whole thing that you can race on. So like, again, I say this just to kind of show for anyone who has not, messed around with the building in the game, like you can do a lot. You could do a lot with this game, as far as like the building goes. And this is just like one example.
Change the position, the rotation, the scale of the item. Decorations can even be moved into the ground, or into the air, or into each other. So with a little work and creativity, you can make it fit your needs. It's a pretty robust set of tools. You can even realign the pop-up arrows to be pointed at the map's global X and Y axis, or locally based on the way the decoration is facing. And you can copy the scale and rotation of your last placed item, so you can more easily reuse tiles when you need to put a lot of them together for a desired effect. Even once they're placed, you can switch over to the modification menu and adjust any existing item, giving you some power to fine-tune things after the fact. There's even a new X-ray vision mode, so that you don't lose items into the floor.
There's a Joko in the
pop
ground.
It on and you can see a glowing item, even if it's through something else, and it lets you remove it more easily. Also, if you just need a different perspective while you're creating, just turn into a bee and fly around. I'm not the type of person who's going to go deep on.
That reminds me, Grounded. The game Grounded has a thing like that. They call it the handy gnat mode, and you turn into a gnat, like a little flying bug that has a construction hat, and then you can fly around and make changes and things like that.
creating some grand elaborate build, but even so, I had a lot of fun just messing around with the tools. Guild Wars 2's world map has expanded a lot over the last decade, so there's already a pretty broad set of decorations available. It's multiple regions and aesthetics. It's kind of fun to experiment with what's there, even if the result is just some garish dragon statue barfing rainbows. There are also a couple of new types of decoration. I really like these armor stands, which let you create a statue of your character. You just place it down, interact with it, and it will copy.
That's so dictator. Having a statue of yourself in your room. That's like all those supervillains that James Bond fought always had a picture of themselves on the wall behind their desk.
What you're currently wearing, and then you can set it to one of a number of fun poses. It feels like a fitting way to honour the true endgame of Guild Wars 2, fashion. There's a matching weapon stand too, so if you want to fill your home with reminders of the many hours you've spent crafting legendaries, you're good. Naturally, if you're going to show off your collection, you'll need to invite your friends along, and while they're there, if you trust them, you can let them decorate your homestead too. There's a special permission in the menu that turns on group decorating, but it does mean that they'll have access to your library and can just place and modify things around the map. Overall, I'm impressed with what I've seen. Player housing is one of the bigger features on the community's wish list, and the toolset here should let more artistic players create some really cool, surprising builds. It's certainly a huge improvement over what's currently in the game. Although, if you are a guild decorator looking on in Envy, ArenaNet did say
Decorators going to charge big money. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll build a lighthouse in your home, $5.
that the new decoration skills and placement options are going to be ported over to guild halls too. Really, for me, it's the smaller touches that for a guild decorator looking on in Envy, ArenaNet did say that the new decoration skills and placement options are going to be ported over to guild halls too. Really, for me, it's the smaller touches that I'm most excited about. A hangout for my alts, a stable for my mounts, and the ability to show off the weapons and items that I've spent time
So guild halls are going to get the same system eventually, they said.
creating. I'm probably not going to spend hours painstakingly creating an entire village from the ground up, but I love the idea of having a space that celebrates my in-game achievements, whether that's through decorations that recognize some big end-game accomplishment, or just a massive statue that shows off some cool armor that I spent ages crafting. Guild Wars 2 players will be able to get their own homestead on August 20 when Janthea Wilds releases.
Thanks for watching. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. That collect all button. Okay, so we have got a written article here that might have things that were not in the video, so we're going to go over that next. Okay, an exclusive look at Homestead, the new player housing system coming to GW2 Janthea Wilds. GW2's next expansion, Janthea Wilds, is releasing August 20th, with it one of the biggest requests on the community's wish list. Homesteads are new player housing systems, giving you a chance to own a piece of your the expansion's new territory and decorate and customize it to your liking. You'll gain access to your homestead during the expansion's campaign as part of your early interactions with the new faction of Lowland Kodans, a tribe of bear folk with a fondness for cozy log cabins. Cozy. It's an instant space. There's no lottery here to claim a plot in a larger district, and there's no upkeep cost or chance of eviction. Once you've got it, it's yours, a patch of land to decorate however you wish. All right, so just to touch on that, many different games do housing in different ways. For example, there are some MMOs where let's say there is a residential district of a city, and there are houses, and like when you mouse over the door, it'll say like, Mukluk's house, you need his permission to enter. Like that house belongs to that player. You cannot enter it unless they invite you in, and if they invite you in, you can see what it is. If that player doesn't log in for a period of time, or they don't pay the weekly things, like imagine like every week you get a mail that says like you owe 5 gold for rent, and you just say pay, but if you don't say pay, you lose the house, and someone else can take it, which means they are encouraging you to log in every single week to, keep paying for the rent. And then if someone else gets it, it's theirs. Another example of it is the way that, let's see, Black Desert Online and EverQuest 2 and a few others do it, which is the doors to the houses are an instance portal. And that is similar to kind of Guild Wars 2 home instance. Like if I go to the human capital in Guild Wars 2 and I go into the home instance portal and you do the same, we each go into our own home instances. Those are, separate instances, but the portal, the doorway, is the same for each person. And that's how those do it. So this is going to be more similar to that. It's like we're all going to have this homestead in the same location on the map, but we'll each have our own instance of it. That's why he mentions that you don't have to worry about getting evicted, because it's just they didn't do it in that style. That's not the design choice they went with. Okay, hopefully everyone understood that now. If you've tried to decorate one of Guild Wars 2's guild halls, you'll know the current method of placing items is pretty basic. They could still do a lot with it, though. We've got racetracks. Luckily, Homesteads is bringing a major overhaul to the system. ArenaNet gave me an exclusive access to a preview build of the expansion and its new Homestead toolset, and it's a big upgrade over what we currently have. New options let you move, rotate, and scale each decoration. You can float items into the air or clip them through the ground. You can even move items into each other, using them as smaller pieces of a larger build. I was given access to a homestead that one of the developers had already started decorating. Its most prominent feature was a lighthouse they had constructed out of individual floor tiles, columns, arches, and ramps. It's an impressive structure, far beyond anything currently possible in the game. Once an item has been placed, a new modification menu lets you pick it back up and fine-tune it, using the same options as during initial placement. There are even a couple of more advanced skills, like setting the placement arrows to point in the direction of the map's global X and Y axis, or locally based on how the item itself is facing. It's a little overwhelming at first, but it wasn't long before I was utilizing the full suite of tools to fine-tune some of my own creations. And then they show the barfing dragon that has lamps in its eyes. ArenaNet plans to port this expanded toolset over to the Guildhall system too, but otherwise the two parts of the game will remain separate. You'll craft homestead decorations not through the Guildhall scribing, but with a new crafting profession that's unlocked and upgraded through Janthier Wild's Masters. So really quick here, it's kind of funny because for years I was saying, like, I wasn't hoping for anything new. I was just saying it would be really nice if they took the Guildhall systems and put them into the home instance. And I would joke about how easy it was. Like, oh yeah, just go to that code and hit copy and go to this code and hit paste. Like, home instances, other than new nodes, have not been touched in ages. As further proof of that, you can't use your mount in them. They were never even coded to allow mounts since the expansion Path of Fire came out. All right? Like, they are wonderful and profitable, but archaic. The benefit here is the resource cost is much lower. From what I've seen, recipes generally require a few low-level materials, as well as a new homestead resource earned by converting wood, metal, and plants. Over 300 decorations are planned when Janthier Wilds launches, some of which will be familiar from the Guildhall collection. Across the next year, new decorations will arrive during festivals and quarterly updates. ArenaNet said. So, for anyone who's never decorated a Guildhall, each of the holidays typically has stuff where you can get decorations for your guild hall from the holidays. Dragon Bash is a big one because you can get like a giant hologram of Kraukatoric flying over your guild hall when you're inside of it. Stuff like that. Like, there's some crazy decorations you can earn from holidays for the guild hall. So it makes sense that they're going to add home instance stuff to that as well. For the most part, the recipes will be earned in-game, with a few that are exclusive to the Black Lion Gem Store. Here, ArenaNet stresses any decorations bought either for real money or converting in-game gold will come with multiple copies straight to your storage, and a recipe that lets you craft as many as you like in the future. Okay, so if you use gems, be it with money or gold, to buy something, you just unlock the ability to place as many of that thing as you want. All right. If you're not the kind of player who's going to spend hours going all Animal Crossing on a piece of land, Homestead does have a couple of neat features to woo you. It acts as a showcase for your in-game collection of skins and cosmetics. Any alts that you leave in your homestead, they'll get bonuses for resting in it, including World v World and Season PvP. We'll still be chilling there when you log in with another character. There's also a stable for your mounts to hang out. Great news for anyone who's got a fancy jackal skin. They rarely have an excuse to see. Even your skiff is docked in a little pier with some fishing spots available along the river. Oh, Flute, there's fishing. A couple of new decorations also help show off your achievements. With an armor stand, you can make a statue of the character that inherits your current fit, dice and all, and the weapon stand will let you display any weapon that you've earned. So, if you've spent countless hours crafting legendary equipment, you can give it pride of place in your new home. Fashion is, after all, the real endgame. You know what? I hope they have the wave for the armor stand. I hope they have the wave emote, or not the armor stand, the statue of yourself, because then, in the wrong order, I can take. I've got a real life statue of waving Mukluk, and I could then convert it to in-game. I would totally do that. It's like the wrong order. You would think it will happen to the other order, but it didn't. For anyone who hasn't seen it, that was a gift someone sent me. Someone very talented with a 3D printer made that and hand-painted it like a year ago. Okay, where were we? Your homestead also acts as progression of the game's current home instances, located in each character's starter city. Wait. Time out. Do you think if you use the elixir to bring back the Longchar and then told the statue to copy you, and then the elixir wore off, you could keep a Longchar statue forever? Someone's got to test that. Any resource nodes that you've brought will be carried across to your new home, available for the daily gathering. While it won't be available at the launch of Janther Wilds, a new auto-collect feature is planned for one of the quarterly updates that will instantly gather every node attached to your homestead's mine, logging camp, or farm. It's these extra touches that make homesteads an exciting new addition to me. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the grand builds that players can make with the overhauled decorating system, but it's not something that I'm going to spend hundreds of hours doing myself. But between the mounts in my stable, the altar on my home, and a chance to show off some in-game trophies, it feels like a much better personal place than what we've had before, a way to reflect and celebrate on the many, many things I've done in the game over the last decade and change. By Phil Savage. Nice. That is awesome. The only thing I would really love to see, after seeing this, let me see if I can find it. Where's that collect all box? Okay, right here. All right, so the collect all box. I would love for it to use whatever glyph you have equipped. For example, if I chop each of these trees down with my gathering tools, I will get volatile magic for each one. If I use the box, it's instant, but I don't get volatile magic. Now, I gotta tell you, I'd probably use the box either way. Time is money, friend, right? The amount of money, the amount of time you save by just using the box will outweigh the little bit of volatile magic you get. But I would love if the box uses the glyphs. It says so when you can. There was a glyph thing on the menu. Really? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Manage glyph. Wonderful. I didn't see that when we watched the video. That was my main concern when I saw this. Again, though, I was going to use the box either way, but that's wonderful. That means even you people that are glyph of reaping enjoyers could switch to a more profitable one if you're going to be using the box. That's wonderful. All right. That is awesome. So, like, for me, I would classify myself when it comes to, like, home instances and stuff as a function over form type of person. I might dabble with the creative stuff just slightly, but other than that, it's usually about the features that are actually going to, like, you know, help me. And this, to me, is one of the most exciting things. I would definitely put up, like, armor stands for each legendary I got, and then, you know, maybe if they include some for boss kills, like maybe like you kill CM Saris and you get one of his horns and you could hang it on your wall or something like that. That's another thing I've seen in previous games. Like you kill a really tough boss, you get like a trophy that you can hang up. I like that idea, but I don't think I'm going to be building any lighthouses. But that's awesome. It sounds like as they are doing much more. And it's kind of funny because, again, I said for years, people have been like, yo, can we take the guild hall stuff and copy it into the home instance? But they're like, no, we're going to make a better home instance system and copy it back to the guild halls. And it's like, you know what? That's not what I expected, but I'll take it. I will freaking take it. Let's see. With the porting of the placement system porting back over to guild halls, the guild hall roller beetle tracks will be even crazier. Yes. Yes, they will. They've already done so much with like the roller beetle tracks and stuff, and that's without the new system. So yeah, absolutely. Captain Crapface says Saris body pillow as a trophy. Yes, you defeat Saris EM and you get a body pillow of Saris that goes in your house. No, what? Yeah, go subscribe to Captain Crapface. All right, I think that's everything. I think that is everything. That looks freaking cool. It is kind of funny to see all your ults like dancing at home. I might move them there just for like a quick funny video or something. But beyond that, I think I'm going to keep mine alt parked for that daily easy money. But that is pretty neat. That is pretty neat. And yeah, if you've got any questions, problems, thoughts, concerns, comments, or anything like the glyph thing that I missed that you want to, like, you know, point it out in the comment section down below, do it, and I'll fight you there. Okay, there we go. Boom. End of video. Easy content, chat. Easy content. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. Has Spellbreaker DPS been done already? Yes. How did I do on that one? I did 33k on my best attempt, which was an attempt that allowed me to use full counter many times. I did do Spellbreaker for a day. It was not too bad. Muck, do you think that Homestead will have a well-rested bonus effect? They said that it does. They said that parking alts there... Excuse me, hiccup. They said that parking alts there will give a rested type bonus for all game modes, including World v World and PvP. What build are you going to test out soon? Not worried about that right this second. Okay. Let's see. Hang on. Let me reset this. Okay. That's what I did. All right, hang on. I want to cut this out. For YouTube. All right. Hello, gamers. Right there to... Do it. And I'll fight you there. There. Okay, there we go. All right, Guild Wars 2 news, 6/25/24. Boop. There we go. Making a video, chat. All right, let that process for a bit. Has Condi Druid been done? No. All right, so for the I Tried series, first I did every healer in the game. Then I did every boon providing DPS in the game. Then I was like, all right, let's start doing pure DPS. Okay, so here's the thing though. Muck, can I have your referral link? You can. Here you go. Thank you for considering using it. I appreciate you. For the pure DPS, guys, there's like 54 builds. At least. There's 9 professions. There's 27 elite specs. They've each got power and Condi builds. And some of them have multiple weapons. Like, oh, Mike, you playing the Catalyst with Sword. You need to play it with the hammer. You gotta do another one. All right, so there's 54 to 100 builds. All right? So there's many I haven't gotten to. When it comes to the pure DPS, doing a build that does not provide any essential boons, that's what I've done so far. And we started with the characters that cannot provide boons because I hadn't done videos on them recently. So the last character that does not provide any essential boons that's left is Soulbeast, which I don't know if I'm going to do power or Condi on it, but that's what's left. Gotta love Condi Hammer Renegade. Is that a thing? Sounds like endless content. I will probably just be poking away at this until Janthier comes out, then I'll start making spear videos. Power Soul Beast is classic. Yeah, it is. I remember playing it long ago. I don't miss it. So I haven't played Soul Beast in quite some time, but yeah, it's been there for a while. Having a human ult for your nice armor displays might make your 12-year-old character finally worth something. Wow. Just have taller armor displays. Excited for the Homestead. I'll finally be able to make my own personal Asuran chicken coop. Wow. Banned. Oh my gosh. This guy, you're like those people that act like you're nice and then I look at your Animal Crossing world and it's all like segregated. Like, no, I see the darkness in your heart. All right, I see what you're doing. You think you're being all cutesy and stuff, and you've made a village with, like, you know, only cat people, and you kicked everybody else out. No, I see what's going on. Muck, have you already watched the Homestead video? We just finished watching it, yes. I can't wait to put my 19 dancing charts in my Homestead and my 1 Asura. Dancing chart. Yo, imagine, The Chacos. The Chaco home instance. It's just a constant rave. I like there's a little bit of flexibility and power solving through the web as a utility. My man knows what he likes. Let's see. That's funny. So we'll be able to get really good. Giant Asuran statue will be amazing. Paris says, Mug, can you suggest to me which expansion is worth buying? Because I don't have enough money to buy all of them. Thank you. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, hang on. Give me a sec. No, don't update. Alright, I'll try to do this as TLDR as I can. Expansions. Heart of Thorns. Path of Fire. End of Dragons. Secrets of the Obscure. Alright. They all add new story. Soto was start of a new story. Don't have to play previous ones to understand it. Alright. Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire are a package deal, so you get 2 for 1. The main things in each expansion that make me like think it's like, you know, repeated value. Access to gliders, access to mounts, but then EOD, access to some mounts. Soto, access to weapon master training, new weapons for each class, Heart of Thorns, new elite specs, Path of Fire, new elite specs, End of Dragons, new elite specs. So, in terms of like repeated value, right? Like, that you will keep using a feature over and 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 over. This is the first stuff that comes to me. Because like but for example, like I'm the kind of guy that will look up like, okay, I have a limited amount of money. What does each of these provide? And I'll go to Google and I'll look up the classes. Like Heart of Thorns included like the Druid, the Scrapper, you know? And let's say I'm not interested in that. And then I go to Path of Fire, and I see the Scourge, the Firebrand. And I'm like, ooh, Firebrand looks fun. I'm the kind of guy that'll buy Path of Fire because Firebrand looks fun, right? I will look through the classes that each of these adds to the game and buy the one that has what looks most fun to me. So that's how I would do it, but it depends on what you want. Soto access to Skyscale mount. No, Soto is a rental for Skyscale. Well, I guess it offers a second way of getting the Skyscale, yes. But the Soto or Living World Season 4 and Path of Fire have that. They talked a lot about gathering nodes and quick gather buttons, but didn't say anything about new nodes or other new ways to get the old nodes. Do you think that will be happening? Most nodes are locked behind Living Story or other expansion. Most nodes? I don't know if I agree with that. Hang on a sec. One sec. Can not owning Soto impact me getting into raid or strike mission groups? No. I mean, you're not going to join a Soto strike mission group when you don't own Soto, because you won't be able to walk in the door. But raids and the previous strikes that existed before Soto, you'd be able to enter. You just wouldn't have access to builds that required Weapon Master training or the new weapon sets. Alright, so, home instance, real quick. Let's see. The ice is from Iceberg Saga. That thing is from Drizzlewood Coast. One of those crop plots is from Chef. 2 are from the Blackline Trading Company. Candy corn is from Halloween. The crystal thing... What was that from? Was that the Prismaticite? Chili from Grothmar. That's from the Super Adventure Box. These nodes are all from the Black Lion Trading Post, the mining nodes. The trees are all from the BLTC. You could get some of them from like really rare drops. You can buy them from other people. There is the Living World season nodes are over there for Unbound Magic. the bush for winter berries. So yeah, there is a node for each of the Living World Season 3 and 4 places, but I would not say that that makes a majority. Up here is all the crops from the trading company. The obelisk shard you can buy in the fractal room. The Christmas tree is from Christmas. 3 nodes from Heart of Thorns. The Dragon Mash Pinata. Yeah, there is some nodes from Season 3 and 4, but they're part of it. I would say they're like less than a quarter of the home instance. Let's see. Did Muck react to the PC Gamer vid yet? Yes, I did. You can rewind the stream if you want to watch it right now, or I'll have it on YouTube soon. Okay, let's download that. Dragon Mash, Dragon Bash. Bash the dragon, smash the dragon, Ball Z. Yeah. Any specs you can recommend? I was switching to Spectre from Deadeye because Deadeye made me suffer, but I still loved it. It depends what you like. Like, do you want to be, like, you mentioned thief stuff. Do you want to be a sneaky boy? Do you want to be a sniper? Do you want to backstab people? Like, do you just want to commit insurance fraud? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, there's 54 different builds of how to DPS in this game. I need some direction here. Feeling familiar? Many builds do use so weapons and relics though, so those help. Yes. Isn't Dragon Bash ending within a couple of hours? I don't know. I didn't do anything involving Dragon Bash this year. Muck has tips on insurance fraud. Not on stream. DM me. 1 hour till the end of Dragon Bash. Well, there you go. Get the Dragon Bash pinata real quick. Infinite candies. Yeah, my tip is don't get caught. Exactly. Let's see. Wait, hold on a sec. I'm opening up GIMP. We gotta make a thumbnail for the news. Will you still be getting the volatile thing when you collect all in Homestead? Apparently, yes, because there was a thing on the box that said Manage Gathering Glyph. So, excited about that. Muck and the Candy Corn also has 2 tiers. You can get the basic tier year-round from the Merchant and Fractals, and you can only get the big one during Halloween, though. But, again, that has nothing to do with the Living World seasons. Okay. Let's see. Alright, I need to make a thumbnail for this video that we're going to make real quick. What was one of the juiciest parts of the Homestead thing? Maybe the lighthouse? Hang on. Maybe like show the lighthouse or something. Can I? Auto? No. Something visible for the thumbnail. Like showing the dancing people. Where was the lighthouse at? I'm just jumping around right now. Okay, so there's the little village thing. Okay. That'll do. Alright, screenshot that. That'll do. The legendary rack. PG stream jersey net. Let's see. Will there be other visual styles for the pre-build buildings? Not a fan of the look. That's a good question. I do not know. I do not know. Alright. So, let's see. Okay. And then we... Wait. Why did this go here? Hold on. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. This should be on this layer. This is the background layer. Alright, drag that picture in here. You're seeing behind the scenes right now, chat. We're making news. There we go. All right. And then you'll squish that down onto the bottom layer. Add a Guild Wars 2 watermark. We'll redo the text. All right. I need a big, obnoxious arrow. Perfect. Actually, wait, hold on. Okay, now I need some text. Let's see. What is this layer? No, toss that. Don't need that. Okay. Let's see, duplicate that layer. Alright, make that invisible. Scrap that. Okay. Need your oh my god face too. I don't know if I need my oh my god face for this one. Oh! At Muck, I'm pretty new to the game. When it comes to healers, I played Heal Alack Scourge. Why is it power and not Condi? What's the logic behind it being commonly power? It's heal. Heal Alack Scourge isn't really power or Condi. Their job's not doing damage. Their job is healing people. They don't really do much damage no matter what. So it's like if you're firing off Scourge moves to do damage when you're not needing to heal people, you will be doing some power damage and some Condi damage. But they're not stacking power or condition damage. They're stacking healing power. I'm guessing you're talking about like Harrier's gear, which has high healing power on it, but it also has power, and that's just more of it just happens to do that. Like, I usually use like Giver's gear, which has the healing power, but has like toughness on it. But yeah, it's not that they're stacking power, it's more that the power just happens to be on the healing gear. Let's see. Player made in Homestead. Player made this in Homestead. Okay. I'm going to shrink this text and put it under the red arrow. Alright, we got to give it an outline or it's not going to show up on those clouds. Let's do that. No, that. There we go. Double tap is the only correct way. No, that's no. Oh my gosh, I will die on that hill. No doing that. No double tapping to dodge. All right, duplicate layer and then merge group. All right, there we go. That's not going to show up well enough. Hang on. Let's see. Highlights. And grow by like another 5 pixels. Alright, that makes it a little better. I've never moved away from double tap. To me, okay, one, requiring 2 clicks instead of 1, you're doubling the amount of time it takes you to do a dodge. It's minor, but it's true. So there are times when you tried to double tap to dodge something and you failed because you had to do a second input just because of the additional time. Secondly, you're putting your dodge onto an input that you use to travel, which means there's going to be times you hit it by accident. So for me, that's 2 reasons, 2 very good reasons to not freaking do that. Muck, what's your dodge button? V. I hit it with my left thumb whenever I need it. And I'm so used to it, I use it in all games like that. Like Elden Ring, I bound it to V because I was used to it. It's super easy to whiff an accidental dodge. I hate it. Yeah, I know. You just fall off jumping puzzles with that. C for dodge game. One of the funniest things I saw this morning. So for those that didn't see it, it's just a funny video this morning called "What's Your Dodge Button?" And the comments section, it was all just people talking about their dodge button. And there was one response in all caps that said, "My dodge is caps lock." I was like, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate your input. What is this one? Oh, the pogging mug. Haven't used him in a while. Dude, I cut this picture out like 5 years ago. Let's see. Trying to figure out what to do on the left side. New homestead information. New homestead info. And then we'll have some dead space down here. Where's my minions? Where's my minions? We can do that. The sparkly-eyed boy. Alright. And let's go here. And get rid of that. Alright. New homestead information. Alright. That. Select. Grow. 15 pixels. Border it. New thumbnail muck with construction hat. I actually... Oh god, do I still have that? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, it's right. Hang on a sec. It's right there. When I was playing Dyson Sphere Program, I put my face on Engineer from Team Fortress for a thumbnail. So I actually have that. Should we dust that one off and reuse it? Oh, that was pre-beard Mukluk. That was babyface Muk. New homestead information. Alright, hang on. Alright, duplicate layer group and then squish this one. Alright. I'm gonna add some color, make the text pop. Alright, yellow. I have so many weird layers of old things that I worked really hard on for one thumbnail, and I'm like, I don't want to delete this. Like this guy. Okay. I'm just taking in the totality of this picture, and I'm just like, wow. Maybe like that. New homestead information. There we go. All right. Dennis is missing. No, he's fine. Let's see. Guild Wars 2 news 6/25/24. 100% would subscribe. Excellent. My husband does double tap and I can't. First, the jumping puzzle fails, and for me it was PvP and wasting a dodge and trying to get out of line of sight. Games were lost due to double taps, so I went away. Yeah, that's the reason I actually really am not a fan of games that use, like, fighting controls. And what I mean by that is where it's like to do Sub-Zero's Ice Blast, I have to hit, like, forward, down, left click, all at the same time. Like, I want to just bind a key to Ice Blast. Now, like, that is a skill set I have not honed at all. There's some people very good at that. But games where you have to do, like, a series of inputs to get one response, as opposed to just having an input for that response, like a single one, I am just like, ugh. It's like I got this keyboard with, you know, like 50 keys on it or something, and there's like all these games meant for console that are like, you may use 6. I'm like, I'm playing games on GFN through Steam. Do I need them installed anymore on my computer anymore? Would uninstalling them remove my saves for those games? If you play a game on your computer, and then, like a Steam game, then you log into GeForce Now and play the same Steam game, and your save file is there in GeForce Now, that means that Steam game saves to the Steam cloud. So you could safely uninstall it from your computer if you wish to do so. Good afternoon, Mug Chat. How's it Tuesday? It's doing good. We're just making news here. All right. So with that, let's go to the next step here. The next step of the news. Let me do that for a minute. And go over here and create and upload video. And where is this it? You might hear me talk for a second. Grounded. Yes. Any reason? Okay, that's it. All right. So upload that. And then, let's see. Reuse details from previous videos. Where's the previous news video? That one. All right. Yeah, get rid of all of that. No, those timestamps aren't right. Related links. I'm gonna copy that in there. Okay. Let's see. What's... Actually, no. Copy a different one of these. That's no good. News. That'll do. Okay, that'll do. Alright, and then replace the source. And what's today? The 25th. Could do 23rd. 23rd. And then title. New Guild Wars 2 Homestead information. There we go. Let's see, hold on. It has a collect all button. New Homestead information. There we go. Gotta have something that's kind of like you know, eye-catching, right? Like clickbaity. No, that's actually the wrong turn because it does have a collect all button, so it's not bait. But it is trying to get you in there. Let's see. Poro says, I have huge hands. I still hate pressing 5. 6 is crazy. Maybe you need a keyboard that's a different size for your hands. Raging Man says, can you do a video on gearing a character when you decide to switch specs? I found it really confusing when I tried to switch things up. I find the gearing process, like Ascended, to be tedious. I got a great idea for a cosmetic item if you want to pass it on. Make a guild backpack, a skin like Banner of the Dauntless Commander. I'm sure quite a few people would buy it. I know I would. Like with your flag on it. The gearing process for... So, Raging Man, I don't know if you know this, so I say this just in case you don't. There is a way to... Let me see. Hang on just a second. Guild Wars 2 stat changing. Wait. What? Why is my computer using Yahoo to do searches in the search bar? 1 second, guys. I have something very crucial I need to fix. My computer rebooted this morning. Like, it just... out of nowhere. And it came back up. It's using Yahoo to search. That's not... That's unacceptable. DuckDuckGo. No, I don't want DuckDuckGo. Google. There we go. Alright. Let's try this again. Guild Wars 2 stat changing. Guild Wars 2 changing stats. Okay. I got hacked a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, here's what I was trying to show you. If you didn't know, you can change the stats on Ascended gear. There's a little recipe in the Mystic Forge. It requires a few gold each time you do it, but you can, if you want to change a set of Ascended gear to a different set of stats, you can change the stats on it and not have to farm a whole new set of Ascended gear. It's like, for example, the first time I got an Ascended chest piece, it was completely the wrong stats, and I just changed them to what I needed, and it was still a good day. Check the last 30 seconds of your news clip. You might have included an undeserved shout-out. Oh, you want I said sub to Captain Crapface? No, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see. Alright. It has a collect all button. Let's see. What tags does this video have? Not spear stuff. Let's see. Number one source of news, top content. Yes, yes, yes. Janthier Wilds. Yes. Homestead. Homesteads. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Top news. Boop, 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 boop. All right, upload, processing. This is gonna take a while to process. That's why I want to get this started now. Don't try to stat change precursor weapons. No, you don't want to do that, because then they're not precursor. Until so should I stick to my guns to one tune until I'm in good enough spot to farm us into legendary gear to gear the alts? You can. There's a lot of ways to get us into gear. Legendary is a very long project. Like, getting full legendary is many months to a year of gameplay. That takes quite some time. So I would say, like, you definitely get ascended for who you need it for first, and then legendary is a long-term project. Why does ANET always have to rename MMO modes? It's not housing, it's homestead, it's not dungeon, it's fractal. It's not a fractal, it's a dragon response mission. I don't know. I love Guild Wars 2. They've made some dumb decisions. Having 3 names for 5-man content and 2 names for 10-man content is confusing. I agree. I 100% agree. Okay, there we go. That's processing. Says that'll take up to 50 minutes. Wonderful. All right. That's why I wanted to start that early. It's not a raids, that's right. Yeah. I successfully made the precursor for the spear, making progress. Nice. And remember, there's going to be another legendary spear that's going to be added in Janthier. And then we're gonna have another one. Making dumb decisions as a game developer / publisher is okay as long as they learn from it. But they didn't for like 5 years. Like, they had dungeons, then they made fractals, then they had fractals, and then they made dragon response missions. They made raids, and then they made strikes. And then they had living world seasons, and then they made the Icebrood Saga. And then they specifically said it's not a living world season, it's a saga. It was a living world season. Like, like literally from the launch of the game up until End of Dragons, they were doing this. And there's a new raid wing coming out, so we just had strikes, and we're going back to raids again. There's no, it's very confusing. They allow me to make a living because I'm constantly explaining to people like how to navigate all of this. Morning Muck. Hi, Harem. Let's see. Changing stats needs an exotic insignia inscription, not ascended. Oh yeah, I linked the recipe in the chat. You said home instance stuff is good. Are the industry and expedition contracts included in that? I have a video on the Is It Worth It series for that. If you want my detailed answer of that, here's the contracts right here. The link is in the chat. However, I will say, like, my TLDR answer is they will eventually pay for themselves, right? It takes an extremely long time to do that. But it is kind of nice getting a mail with a whole bunch of goodies every day. So, like, this is it right here. And, like, I've got, like, oh, I'll just open one of them. But, like, all of that. I just get that each day. Here's another one, and here's another one. So, it is kind of nice getting those. It does take a long time for it to pay for itself. While playing Ranger PvE, can your pet auto-use skills? Yeah, if you control right-click on a skill, it gets the arrow around the border, and that means it's on auto-cast. You can do that with any Ranger pet or Mechanist pet. That was actually added when Mechanist came out. Do you have to log in to get that mail? Yes. But, like, you could literally just, like, log into the game and then close the game. But, yes, you have to log in each day to get the mail. Is Support Vindicator good for new players? Support Vindicator is primarily used in PvP or World v World. In PvE, like versus, you know, dungeons and raids and stuff, it's pretty much never used because it does not provide some of the essential buffs. Like, the healing is acceptable, but it doesn't provide some of the essential buffs. I'm still progressing the story, about to finish Season 3, and I've been crafting Ascended, but I ran out of Spirit Shards for Mythology of Heroes. What's a good way to get more? Primarily things like meta events. If you're doing meta events and you've got like boosters on to increase the XP you're getting, because your XP bar goes into Spirit Shards when you're max level, when you're level 80. That's like one of the biggest ways to get it. Are you happy with the current state of the Lonely Tower fractal? I have not... Hold on, let me turn off the dialogue in the background. So I did the normal Lonely Tower fractal on the first day. I did it, and then I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really good. I went there the next day, and it took us hours for my pug to get a kill. And then I rethunk my thoughts on that. It's... Okay, for normal mode, I want one single change. He spits out the orbs, and then he vacuums them in to buff himself. I do not think it's fair that he fires a set of orbs right as he's doing the vacuum. Like 0.1 seconds before he does the vacuum, he fires one more set of orbs. Most classes don't have time to grab them. He vacuums them up, and if he gets a single green orb, the rest of the fight is hell. Is absolutely hell on earth. He's just corrupting all your boons left and right, and just every single second. That last set of orbs that spawns when he starts the vacuum, I would take those out. I wouldn't want those. Aside from that, for the challenge mode, they did not ever announce that it was live. I'm one of the biggest content creators for Guild Wars 2. I didn't know the challenge mode was out for like 5 days. The patch where it was like a couple Tuesdays ago, they did a patch that enabled the Lonely Tower challenge mode. They didn't include it in the patch notes. It wasn't there. I found out from Teapot and Sneb complaining about the bugs in the challenge mode on Twitter that it was released. They still have not officially announced the Lonely Tower challenge mode has been released. Still. And it's been like 2 weeks. That's insane to me. That should be like, they should be shouting, look at our new product right now. But they've still not actually, announced that it's out. From what I have heard, because I try to make a guide for all the content in the game I can. From what I have heard from other people, some of the only ways to do that challenge mode are to bug it. Like it's like glitched or something, like really bad. So I've only heard negative things about the challenge mode for that fractal. So I haven't even gone in there. I haven't seen it firsthand. I don't know how bad it really is, but I haven't even tried it because I've only heard bad things. I made a guide on the normal mode one, but I haven't been back since I made that guide. I haven't gone back there since I made it. It's quit easy to buh. Easier than typing that sentence, apparently. T4 Nightmare is absolutely a terrible experience of pugs. I wonder what is the profit margin on that in selling legendaries or precursor. I think in challenge mode, you can't cleanse his buffs. In challenge mode, you can't cleanse his buffs. Which is fine if you're absolutely perfect at picking up the orbs, but I don't know what the other changes are. If you CC the guy, he doesn't get the buff, so thanks to DPS Hammer Spellbreaker, we managed to 4-man Lonely Tower with little trouble. The easiest strat I've seen for Lonely Tower is there is a death magic trait for Necromancers, where if they get a condition put on them, with a 10-second cooldown, it's moved to their pet. And when their pet hits the enemy with a 10-second cooldown, it gives the condition to the enemy. So if you've got a team of like 5 Scourges with minions with that trait, they could just stand in everything and all the conditions from the boss hit them and cycle back to the boss, and then he gets like 300 dots and he just kills himself in like 5 seconds. That's the best strategy I've seen for Lonely Tower Fractal, but it takes a very, very specific group. That's wild. That was nerfed. If it was nerfed, I didn't see that, but that was the craziest strat I saw. You can check out Guild Wars 2 efficiency for the exact calculation based on which raw materials you're using. Muck, how many world completes have you done over your illustrious Guild Wars 2 career? Not many. Like 4 or 5? Maybe 3 or 4? Like a few. Like right now in my bank, I have got a couple of these things. You remember these? The legendary starter kits? You know why I haven't made them? Because I need to do more world explorations. I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm rich. How do I pay someone else for this? I don't want to do this. So that's where I'm at on these. I can't yet bring myself to do that again. Is your Ranger pet vid still good for 2024? Yeah, it's still accurate, but there's more pets now. And I've got individual videos for them, but like, for example, they just recently added this giant floating sack of eyeballs. You know, like this is a new one. They added the little chalky boy who can spit goo. You know, that's a new one. There was the ether shark. He's a pretty cool looking one. Yeah, there's a lot of different things here, but they're all the original video is still accurate, but there's some more ones too. I just did MapCon for Legendary Spear. It took me 4 days. I think the world record for that is like hours, like 5 hours or 8 hours for World MapCon. But the guy was just like tunneled in. You know, he was completely focused on that. Tiger is still best for quickness untamed. Tiger, okay. Tiger is among the top DPS pets, but it also provides like 50% uptime of Fury to the group. So if you're in open world, it's Fury, and if you're in a group, it contributes to Fury on the party. So there's some other options, but it's just a really good one. It was like 6 hours for which hat is that? My hat? It's a wizard hat. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be mad about inspecting cosmetically. How dare you ask where I got my hat? It's literally called a wizard's hat. It's sometimes in the gem store for like 100 gems or something. It's really cheap. I'm just a sucker for little dude big hat. Right? You know, forget Vigar from League of Legends. The mages from like Final Fantasy 1. Little dude big hat. I love that. I just love that thing. Did I miss your Ascension to Glory? Is it Tuesday Guild Wars 2 or Seki V Rise? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. My Ascension to Glory continues tomorrow morning. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna share this just because I'm really freaking proud of it. Hang on a second. Yesterday, chat. Yesterday, I spent 3 hours. I spent 3 hours fighting Adam in V Rising on Brutal Mode. The top difficulty of the game, the second to last boss. It took me 3 hours to kill this schmuck. Had to evasion frame that.
They have given 45 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you. Evasion frame. Yeah. I spent the entire morning stream yesterday fighting this guy. Let's go! So I've got one boss left. I have one single boss left in V Rising, which is Brutal Dracula. Which, so tomorrow morning, the whole morning stream tomorrow is me trying to kill Brutal Dracula, and then if I kill it, we move on to another game. But yeah, so I've cleared the game on normal now on that. You know, this is funny. So apparently, alright, I wasn't there when this happened. But apparently Mela, who's another Guild Wars 2 content creator, he apparently like rage quit V Rising because he couldn't beat Adam on normal mode. I just beat Adam on brutal mode. There's people that are responding to my tweet tagging Mela. And I'm like, guys, no, I don't want anything to do with this. Like, he hates me already. Leave me alone. Like, you're gonna get him mad at me again for nothing. I didn't do anything. I had more trouble with Adam than with Dracula on normal. I think on normal, both of them took me a couple hours. But all the practice I had with Adam on normal mode definitely got me more prepared for the heroic mode. But then heroic mode, he had a few more tricks. Talking about the results of the mode, yeah. All right, chat, I need a quick minute. I'm gonna get something to drink, and then I'll get back, and then I think we're going to try to learn however people play soulbeast these days. I will be right back.
Could you attempt to acquire a copy of the unexpurgated journals of Ulla for me? I misplaced my copy, and my collection just isn't complete without it.
Okay, I have done my break. I am ready to go. Muk, are you in EU or NA? I'm on the EU servers right now. When I play during the morning streams, like this is a morning stream for me. Turning my fan down. Then I play on the EU servers because they're more active. Right now, in EU, it is, man, I don't know. It's like 5 p.m. on Saturday or something in EU. But for NA right now, it's noon on the East Coast, but it's 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Like some people are just getting to work. So the NA servers are less active right now. So if I'm playing at this time, I'll play on the EU servers. If I'm playing in my evenings, I'll play on the NA servers because it's like people are getting home from work in NA, but you know, Europe is like, it's like Christmas break or something. I don't know. Mug, have you seen this? Copy of inspiration looks like, oh, wait, what? Hold on. Twitch auto-blocked this. Why? It's a Reddit post? Okay. Hang on. Looks like Roller Beetle totally. What game is this? I don't know what... Okay, so there's this video on Reddit from another game, and they're saying, oh, they copied Roller Beetle, and it definitely looks very similar. I don't know what game this is. Like, there's so many rip-off games out there. Is that... Hold on. Why is there a Hrothgar from FF14 depicted in WoW's art style riding a cheap copy of the Roller Beetle from Guild Wars 2 through a discount version of Genshin Impact's Overworld? I don't know. I don't know. I am not sure. It does look extremely similar to the Roller Beetle. Soul Beast. Okay. Let's go to the Aerodrome. Is that Pow World? I don't think that was Pow World. It's called Terrace Land. It's a Tencent game. Oh, I don't know I don't know anything about that. This is my first time. This is my first time hearing about that. Okay. All right. Just to catch everybody up. So, for those that don't know, I recently started this series that was basically me just trying to see if the grass is greener. How hard is it to learn other builds? I'm an experienced Guild Wars 2 player, but I have not played every class in the game. There's way too many of them, and I am good at a couple. So I've been trying others. We recently did a series where I tried every single healer in Guild Wars 2 and shared my thoughts. Like, oh yeah, after 2 hours, I could play this one really well. Or, oh my god, after 2 hours, Firebrand still confuses me. Stuff like that. Then I did all of the boon-providing DPS. And now I'm just doing pure DPS. Now, I have started by doing DPS that cannot possibly provide a boon because I haven't recently made a video on those. Because, like, I just recently made a video on how to play Heal Untamed. And I just recently made a video on how to play Boon Untamed. I don't want to make a video right this second on how to play pure DPS Untamed. So, in the spirit of that, these are the DPS that cannot provide any essential boons in the game. Reaper, Weaver, Dragon Hunter, Virtuoso, Vindicator, Hollowsmith, Spellbreaker, Daredevil, and we've done all those. Lastly is Soul Beast. So Soul Beast is the last DPS that cannot provide any essential boons to a group. They are greedy, they unga bunga, and if they can't unga bunga, what are they doing with their life? That's it. So, I haven't played Soul Beast in a couple of years. I have played it in the past. I am going to pull up the usual bits of information I can find related to this and see how it is. So, give me just a minute. Let's see how hard it is to learn. Let's see, and Gilgen. You're not going to do the DPS Scrapper. That is not at all what I said. I appreciate you putting words in my mouth, though. Condition Druid, Power Untamed, Quick Hybrid. Hybrid Soul Beast? What? There's a hybrid one? That actually makes my eyes light up a little just because it's weird. Builds. PvE Raid. Let's see. All right, Ranger. All right, so I'm looking at the different guide websites I usually use. There is a Power Soul Beast on Guild Gen and a Condi Soul Beast on Guild Gen. On Snow Crows, there is a Power Soul Beast and also a Condi Soul Beast and also a Hybrid Soul Beast. Have you seen the Homestead preview? Yes. If you want to watch us talk about it, just rewind the stream. We watched it just a little while ago. Okay. I'm going to do a couple things here. Benchmarks. Soul Beast. Power Soul Beast, 43.2k. Condi, 41k. Hybrid, 41k. Dang, Condi doing 4 more damage. 4 whole more damage than Hybrid. Okay, so they're all pretty close. All right, so how tough are they to play according to these guys? Wow. That's a rotation. Okay, that's power. Condi. Okay. Hybrid. Hybrid is using Vipers. Axe, Torch, Dagger, Axe. So Hybrid has the shortest weapon loop. So Hybrid, at a glance, looks like it's the easiest to play. Ironically, they gave it the highest difficulty. By the way, I gave them feedback. I was like, look, I had used your website for over a year before I understood what this column was. You should have like a column header up here. It says like difficulty or something. It was a long time before I accidentally moused over this and realized this was supposed to be a difficulty meter. Okay. And what does Jen have to say about this stuff? All right, Power Soul Beast here. What website was that? Snow Crows. Snow Crows are genius nerds. All right, they will be like, hey, we've run the math, we've run the numbers, and if you click this series of keys in this order as fast as possible, you will get the highest mathematically possible damage out of this class, which is not feasible in any real situation, but they can tell you when you're beating on a dummy what does the most damage. They are super, super smart at that. And I am fortunate enough to be on good terms with some of them, and I occasionally give them feedback on their website, and they sometimes make tweaks about it. Same with Guild Jen. I'll be like, hey, I tried to use your guide, got confused. There was one recently, I don't remember, I think it was her guide for Daredevil, Condi Daredevil. I was like, hey, you've got the short bow in this build on your guide, but it doesn't say anywhere when to use it. And she's like, whoops, fixing that now, thanks. So like, there's been multiple times that I've helped them like tweak little things. Did I miss your reaction on Homestead? Yes, Kapori, we did it just a little while ago. If you rewind the stream, you'll see it. I'll have a video soon. Okay, so let's look at, let's see, this is power, and this is, what is this? Longbow, sword, axe. Okay. And then Condi on this one is, oh my god, look at that rotation. I might actually be able to learn that. My tiny brain. A shortbow, dagger, warhorn. Dagger, warhorn. Okay. What's that side? This is Guild Jen. I do a lot of collaborations with Guild Jen. Let's see. Okay, so get rid of the benchmark for now. Yeah, Guild Jen is mostly written guides. So if you like to read the stuff instead of like watch a video on it, she's pretty good. And for anyone who remembers Dolphy, Dolphy was a Guild Wars 2 content creator a long time ago. And if you Google like how do I something from like Heart of Thorns, strong chance you'll find a Dolphy written guide on how to do it. And when I started, most of the stuff that I learned was from Dolphy and like Iron Maiden and a few other people. And Dolphy always did written guides. To me, from my perspective, Guild Jen is the new Dolphy. Guild Jen does like the written guides now. And I appreciate like, you know, stuff like this. It's very, you know, clear exactly what to do here. But yeah, I'll put a link in the chat. This is it's a common resource I use. Now, full disclosure, she has some of my stuff plugged on her website. So like, for example, I might make a video guide on legendary armor, and she'll make a written guide on it, and then she'll have a link to my video in her guide, and I'll have a link to her written guide under my video. So we do a lot of like, you know, what's it called? Like cross-pollination when it comes to like the stuff like that. But I legitimately like how she writes this stuff out. Because like, I know Ranger pretty well. But if I go to a class that I don't know, and I come in here and I see this on Snowcrows, I have to look up every single one of these moves and figure out what they are. Like, it's like, I don't know what many of these are. Like, I know the Path of Scars is Axe 4, but if I was playing, like, Weaver, I had to look up every single one of these, and it takes forever. Here, she'll just write, you know, Shortbow 2, Shortbow 4, whatever, and it's easier. Cross-collaboration, cross-promotion, cross-examination. Yeah, any of those. Whatever. Whatever. All right. So, I don't know. Not sure. What is the benefit? Okay, so if the hybrid Soul Beast uses Vipers, like that's basically Condi. It's just Axe 5 hits really hard with power. So what makes this more what makes this hybrid and not Condi? Is there a written thing? Is there like a blurb anywhere? Bristleback is a Condi pet. That's power, that's Condi, that's power. Okay, yeah, I guess there is a combination of stuff. Make sure you're in beast mode with your Bristleback. The DPS spike at the start of the fight. I actually had, oh man, I wonder if it still plays the way that it used to. Hang on a second. Yeah, wow, this was a long time ago. Yeah, July 2020. Hybrid DPS Soul Beast Guide for PvE. Yeah, I had a guide on that. Yeah, and then I've got in the thumbnail 52 stacks of bleeding. Oh, yeah, now we can go above that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's me, friggin' 4 years ago, waving in the same room I'm standing in right now. 68,000, wow. Yeah, okay, well, I wonder if it's changed. I wonder if it's changed. Okay. So, you know what? Just because I'm interested in it, I kind of want to do this. But at the same time, how's the CC? Here's something else that comes to my mind, all right? Axe 1, no CC. Torch 1, no Torch offhand, no CC. Dagger main hand, no CC. Axe offhand, 1 very weak CC. Okay? So, what does it have, if anything? That's no CC, that's no CC, that's no CC, that's no CC. The CC build, the CC in this build is trash. It's absolute trash. The only thing I can see is if you pet swapped to a different pet, and then you could get a CC or 2 out of that. So that's one of the first things I see. This one uses Shortbow. Shortbow has a decent CC on the 5 skill, the stunning shot. So there is that, and also Warhorn. I don't really understand what the Warhorn's there. And then where's Power Soul Beast? Longbow has CC, yes. Sword. Wait, what? Oh, these are different guides. Alright, so Longbow has CC and Axe 4 has CC, yeah. So Power's a little. If you plan on playing Condi Druid, I'd recommend Power Soul Beast for the variety, but of course it's about what interests you. And Spike Trap. The problem is Spike Trap is used at, okay, in PvE, Spike Trap is used as a DPS tool. It is a very large bleed. In PvP, they almost completely remove the bleed, and it's just a very quick, unblockable CC. So, although it does do CC in PvE, you're spamming it for damage, so it's almost never up when you need it for the CC. Doesn't Warhorn have a daze? It does, yes. Hang on, I can show you. Yeah, they added that a couple years ago. It does 200 CC around you. Druid healers and Untamed healers spam the Warhorn 5 skill for those boons, so they rarely have it for the CC, but it does have some. CC on Hybrid Soul Beast is non-existent. You're full unga bunga. Alright. I'm kind of feeling like doing the hybrid one because I did that one 4 years ago. I did a build on it, so I'm kind of curious how it is these days. Kind of like going back to an old friend. So, let's see. Where's a build that I'm not using? What is 3? That was PvP stuff. That's fine. Patch notes out. Yo, send me a link. Let's see. Maybe it'll be more DPS than Weaver. Weaver was extremely hard to play. I have no doubt that it'll be pretty easy to pass that. Okay. Let's try this out. So hybrid soulbeast. All right. I wonder. Where's my video on the hybrid soulbeast? Where's the build? All right, that's the build. Has it changed? Really quickly, I'm going to copy the build from my video from so long ago and just see how it's changed. So it's da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. And then that, and Angry Bird, and London, and Chip When Hungry, and Fernhound. Okay, now I'm gonna go over to Snow Crows and see how this compares to what they've got. Same, different. Wow. Holy crap. Yo, same. Yo, I set a trend. 4 years ago, I made this build, and it's almost identical. The utility skills are all the same. Skirmishing is the same. Beast Mastery is the same. There's one trait different here. They did Leader of the Pack. Really? So Leader of the Pack makes it to where when you use a stance skill, such as Vulture Stance or One Wolf Pack, it will also hit allies. However, this is 10% more damage. So they're saying, Snow Crows is saying that Leader of the Pack is more damage output than Oppressive Superiority? It extends duration. That is true. It does that also. That is true. All right. Let's go to weapons. Axe. Dagger. No. Axe torch. Where's torch? I have to click offhand to see it. There it is. I need another axe. Candy cane. Why is it a candy cane? Okay. It's like, come with me, we've got a Christmas surprise. Dun-dun! There we go. Okay. There's new patch notes. Are you... What? Oh my god. I thought I had time to do a friggin' build today. Oh my gosh, this is too much. This is too much. Land Spear beta event. Oh my god, I hate that we're calling it Land Spear. Can we just call them, like, instead of, like, spears and land spears, can we just call land spears spears and call water spears, like, wet spears? So instead of, like, spears and land spears, we have spears and wet spears? Added an option to hide or unhide aqua breathers. What? Why? Yeah, just what I want to see when I'm underwater. My character, like, just drowning all the time. Moist spears. Oh my gosh. Okay. Welcome. Okay, I'll finish prepping this and then we'll check the patch notes. How about calling them lances? I have a minor gripe. Chat, this does not in any way mean that I'm not going to play the next expansion. I want to be very clear. This is just a, if I could change it, I would, minor thing, right? I'm not even going to the forums to complain about this. I dislike that on almost every single spear skill, we're using the two-handed spear. This is my armrest for my keyboard. We're using the two-handed spear like this. Like a short spear, right? It should be like this, you know, or like this. They're two-handed, and almost every single animation that involves them is using one hand. There's a couple of exceptions. Like the last attack in the thief spear chain, he does like a downward bonk with it with both hands. But it's mostly one-handed. And it drives me nuts because I'm just like, if it's going to be one-handed, let me use a shield with it. Let me go full Spartan. You know, but let me put a shield next to it. Just doesn't let me do that. Does not let me do that. Okay, rant over. Did you see the PC Gamer Janthir Wilds housing update? I did, yes. We watched it earlier during the stream. I'll have a video on it soon, but you can rewind the stream if you want to watch it now. Okay. All right, I am just going to prepare this. Let's see. We're into the crate. Viper.
Hello Muck and Chat.
Viper. Relic of the Fractal. We already have equipped, apparently. Alright, Frostfang. Alright, so the weapons should be all Viper. Let's see. Geomancy. And Rodgort should be Earth. And Calidbolg. Bursting. And this one should be Earth again. Okay. All right. And then a couple minor cosmetic things. Let's see. Wardrobe. Candy cane. Let's just do that. And what's the other one? Oh gosh. Yeah, it's just what I need. Looking like it friggin' icy hot. Okay. Let's tone that down a bit. That's a bit much. I always think of Bloodborne when I see this. I haven't actually played Bloodborne, chat. I played Dark Souls 3. There was a machete in that game. Let's get the fire hand. Okay. There we go. They fixed Lonely Tower. Oh, did they? We'll go back to that in a second. Alright. Have the prep done. Looking very Primordius of Jormag there. Yep. Alright, okay. What are all these sub noises? What are you guys doing? Bjorn gifted a community sub. Shukio TV resubbed with Prime. Jay Gussie has gotten the 9-1 sub. Thank you. Bjorn as well said, hey, Mucka Chat. Yo, appreciate you guys. Muckla Douglas, Beth, that'll be Reginald Esquire the 4th. This is Johnson Van Stuffles the 3rd. Welcome all of you to the lap. I'll be Joy Austin Entertainment's on the way. Kirk at the speakers, touch the bigger giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Welcome. Let's see. Bristle back. There he is. It's kind of weird in this UI. Let me show you guys something. All right. So if you look at this UI, right? Okay. Soto, right? And then down here, we've got Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire stuff, right? But then Jacaranda's way up here, and then Turtle and Bristleback are way up here. It's just weird. It's like they're almost organized by expansion, and then there's a few outliers that are just like in the middle of the mess. Okay. Let's see. All right, chat. I don't know if this will be worthy of a news video. I'm gonna go into YouTube mode in case it is, and if there's some actual like solid news in here, then you know, say hi to mom because it'll go on there. All right. Okay, second video today. Hello everyone, Mukluk here, and we are back with more Guild Wars 2 news for June 25th. Let's just jump into it. Note to users of third-party programs. This all basically says your script broke. Specifically Arc TPS, because it breaks every single time there's a new patch, and the person that constantly updates it and fixes it is a saint. Land Spear Beta Event. Land Spear, I don't like calling them Land Spears. Now, from now on, Land Spears are just spears, and underwater spears are now moist spears. So there's just spears and moist spears. The spear beta event begins this Thursday. The event runs from June 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific until June 30th at 10 p.m. Pacific. Every Guild Wars 2 account in good standing, including play for free accounts, will automatically get character slots marked beta when the beta event begins. Clicking on one of these slots will allow you to create a character using any of the 9 Guild Wars 2 professions. Okay, so really quickly, for anyone who's never participated in a beta event, this is how it works. You do not suddenly get access to spears on your existing character. You'll get a new character slot at your character creation screen. You can create a character. It'll just pop out at max level with an inventory full of modest gear and spears, and you will then be able to set the character up however you want, you know, Untamed or Soulbeast or Scrapper or Firebrand, whatever, and then go try it out. Any loot that character gets will be deleted. You cannot trade between a beta character and non-beta characters. So if you get, if you run fractals and you earn 10 gold, that will vanish afterward. It is, just consider it just completely separate from your main stuff. You can still group with other people. You can go on a raid with people that are on beta characters and people that aren't on beta characters and just try things out. But if you're really strapped for cash or something, just know that you will not be keeping that loot afterward because it went to a beta character. 10 gold, those are rookie numbers. It was an example. All right, so I just wanted to make sure everybody kind of understood how that works. Its primary purpose is testing things out and seeing how it's going. Also, I'll say another reminder that they said that many things involving the spears are still being finished. Like the artwork, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, the artwork on the icons for the spears is rubbish right now. It's like there's just like a little sword icon, or it's like Monopoly pieces down here, okay? So just know that going into it, they will be replaced. Okay. General. Added an option to hide or unhide aqua breathers in the equipment panel. Yes, so finally, if you want to see your character drowning underwater, it's your lucky day. When the aqua breather is hidden and the player's equipped head armor is not hidden, the head armor will be shown when underwater. So I can swim with my big hat. Just have like a shark fin underwater. The aqua breather's attributes will still be used when underwater. Fixed in... Oh, this reminds me, this is a tip that new players often seem shocked by. Your helmet... If you have, really quickly for the new folks, your hat usually has a rune on it, right? And it matches the rest of your gear for a 6-piece bonus. Your hat is replaced by the aqua breather underwater. If you do not have the same rune over here that you do here, you will lose your set bonus whenever you fight underwater and significantly weaken yourself. So whatever rune you have on your hat, put it on here too. That's it. Updated the Sunken Treasure Hunter content in anticipation of an upcoming weekly event. Sunken chests have been added to the end of the Aquatic Ruins Fractal and Siren's Reef Fractal. Ooh, that's kind of cool, a little nifty bonus. Deadly piranhas will now subside after the Siren's Reef boss encounter is completed. So the Siren's Reef final boss is you're fighting a dude like on a little pirate ship. So many people hate it. I love that fight because it's very engaging. There's so much going on. I love it. It's just absolute chaos sometimes. Anyway, if you, during the fight, sometimes the pirates try to knock you off the ship and they hit you with a knockback and throw you in the water. The water, you take damage every second as if you're getting swarmed with piranhas or something. So they're basically saying now the water will should no longer damage you after you've beaten the boss, which I'm guessing that is because they put sunken chests in the water. In addition to resetting when the Master Diver achievement is completed, Sunken Chests will now also reset upon logging in or your first time entering a map after the weekly reset. So the Master Diver achievement basically says open every Sunken Chest in the game. So you can use a guide online and there's kind of like a circuit you can run, like go get this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, and then they all respawn. And then you can just keep doing that. So basically they've added another way for it to reset rather than going and getting whatever chest that you've missed. The location of some sunken chests have been adjusted within the map they're located in, primarily where they overlapped with Quaggan villages. Hint, cinematics for the chests have been updated. Ornate rusted keys can now be double-clicked to show a hint cinematic for the next available sunken chest in the Master Diver achievement. Huh. Dive Master Astora's merchant inventory has been updated. Swim speed infusion upgrades have been condensed to encourage upgrading in increments of 5. Single point upgrades are still available. So for anyone who doesn't know it exists, the loot from the sunken chest includes swim speed infusions, which you can trade on the trading post, so you can just buy them from other people. And you notice I've got a swim speed infusion plus 10 in that rebreather, which increases your swimming speed. And it's just nothing better to put in that slot, so it's nice. An account-based swim speed infusion is now available. This infusion begins at plus 15 increased swimming speed and can be permanently improved for all characters on your account by purchasing upgrade items from Dive Master Astora. Okay, that's kind of neat. Account-based. That's basically legendary. Legendary swim speed infusion. Infusible exotic quality aqua breathers are now available so that players can enjoy swim speed infusions before they've earned an ascended aqua breather. That's cool. So infusible means that it allows you to put an infusion into it. There is some orange items, exotic items in the game that allowed you to plug infusions into them, but mostly it's ascended gear that allows that. It's not a lot of them. A limited number of extra ornate rusted keys can be purchased for karma each week, and excess keys can be exchanged for karma. Some of the new items will be available as prizes in an upcoming weekly event. Made various functionality improvements to opening and resetting sunken chests. Lowered the difficulty of the Help Lucretia Get Back to Garenhof event to make it easier for one player to complete. To me, as I read this, I thought that they were saying that there was one player in the entire game that couldn't handle this, so they made it easier for that one guy. And then I kind of reread it mentally, and I understood what it meant. Fixed an issue that caused players to become trapped in the catapults near Garrison Waypoint. Fixed an issue that could prevent the rock slides encountered in the missing Brood collection from being in the proper animation state. Fractals. Lonely Tower Fractal. Okay, I got a beef with Lonely Tower Fractal. Let me explain this real quick. A week or two ago, Lonely Tower Challenge Mode came out. They didn't say it in their patch notes. I, who am such a Boost Goose content creator within this community, didn't know Challenge Mode Lonely Tower was out for like 4 days until I saw Teapot or Snebzor or someone ranting about a bug that was in it on Twitter. And I was like, wait, it's out? I had no idea. They should be, that's their newest content. They should be screaming that from the rooftops. Come on. Come on, GW2 advertising. Tell people that it's out. Yeah, so anyway, Lonely Tower Challenge Mode has apparently been out for a short time. They didn't decide to announce this at all. And it's apparently got some bugs in it. The only the stuff I've seen related to it is people complaining about glitches and stuff. I haven't tried it myself. I made the guide for the normal one. I haven't tried CM yet, but apparently it was in pretty bad shape from what I've heard. All right. Reduced the boon corruption ePark causes with envy empowerment. That is the green empowerment and was hands down the worst part of the fight. So TLDR, the whole room has little cracks on the ground that do very minor damage when you touch them, and then there's red circles all over the room constantly going off. And basically it is challenging to do the fight without taking any damage. I would say more commonly you'll be doing the fight and constantly taking very small amounts of damage. The problem is if he gets an envy empowerment, it's a buff he can get based on certain conditions, and any damage he does to you, any damage, including the minor damage all over the room, corrupts all your boons. Not 1, not 2, not 3, all of them. 13 of them. Okay? So you get every dot in the game, every debuff in the game, and you're feared. And you have vulnerability, and then you're just getting melted. And it's just constantly, like every second, if you come into contact with one of those cracks on the ground, every boon you have is getting corrupted. Is absolutely awful. That part of the fight is not fun. All right, ePark's Consume skill will only absorb emotion globules that are 5 or more seconds old. Freaking thank you. The only thing I asked for when people were like, I had this conversation 30 minutes ago. When people were like, Muk, would you change the ePark fight? I said the only thing I would change is it's not fair that when he drops a set of orbs as he's vacuuming the orbs, and he's like, here are some orbs, lol, JK, and then he pulls them right back in and immediately gets the buff, and there's almost nothing you can do about it unless you got someone in the group with Shift Signet or Jaunt to just port and slam into them within 1 second. I was like, the only thing I would change about the normal mode on that fight is don't make him spit out new orbs right when the vacuum starts. I don't like that. However, this is an answer to that. This is an answer to the only beef I had with normal mode. The rest of it, get good. Reduced ePark's health. He was a bit of a sponge. Fixed an issue that prevented Wave of Envy from hitting enemies if they were standing too close to ePark. I think that might be the thing where you could stand in the middle of his hitbox. Wait, Wave of Envy. Okay, I don't know if that's the cross attack or the circle shockwave. The cross attack, you could stand inside his hitbox to avoid it. The shockwave, I think you still had to jump over it? I'm not sure. But, so I'm not sure which one that is. It'll take some testing, because I came up with my own names for his abilities. The cross, the wave, the slap chop. I don't know what their proper names are. One person in my chat says Envy is the cross attack. Okay. So no more standing in the dead zone there. Alright. Reduce the boon corruption dealt with by Wave of Envy. The skill no longer corrupts boons on players who evade the attack. Oh, that was corrupting us through evades too. Nice. Reduce the health of the Rift Guardian champion summoned during the encounter in challenge mode. I haven't seen challenge mode yet. I don't know anything about those. Strike missions. Some balance adjustments have been added to the Temple of Fibé challenge mode encounter to make it more accessible. These changes do not apply to the legendary version of the encounter. The number one thing they could do to make it more accessible is ban virtuosos. I'm not saying that because I think it should be done. I'm saying that because I'm currently an agent of chaos, and I think it would be funny. Okay, moving on. Reduce the duration of the insatiable effect applied by empowered insatiable hunger to 3 minutes. Reduce the number of stacks of empowered that Ceres gets from empowered smash to 2. Reduce the health and toughness of malicious shadows. Reduce the penalty for failure during empowered crushing regret. Failure to have enough people to absorb an attack will cause players to be downed instead of defeated, as will being hit by 2 of the attacks. Multiple failures or being hit by the skill more than 2 times will still cause players to be defeated. Link for notes. Sure. Pasty and pasty. Let's see. PvP. The number of Ascended Shards of Glory required to purchase Ascended Gear from PvP has been decreased. Ascended Armor has gone from 1,200 to 800. 2-hand and 1-hand Ascended Weapons have been gone from 400 to 200 and 400 to 100 respectively. Wow. That's pretty cool. So for those that don't know, the Shards of Glory are tradable. Ascended Shards of Glory, you have to get yourself. So this is a reduction to the number of PvP matches you have to play to purchase Ascended Gear from PvP. A reminder, you can get Ascended Gear anywhere, do whatever game mode you enjoy, but if you choose to get it from PvP, it's now faster. Also, if you're making the legendary armor from PvP, you need the Ascended pieces from PvP because they're precursors. So this will speed that up. That's cool. The following changes will apply to ranked reward tracks starting with the next PvP League season, Season 42, which begins on July 2nd. The total number of boxes of Grandmaster marks obtainable from the reward track has been increased from 3 to 9. The repeatable Byzantium chest also contains a box of Grandmaster marks. 3 to 9. Wow. That's quite a bit. Okay. Instant reward track potions have been added to each tier at a rate of 3 potions per 10 pips. Vials of Karma have been added to each tier at a rate of 3 vials per 10 pips. Holy cow, yo, that is a lot of rewards to the reward tracks. Okay, really quick, just for people that don't PvP on the regular. When you're playing PvP, let's assume you're playing ranked. This bar fills up kind of like an experience bar, and every time it fills up, you get like a treasure chest. You get like a little box of loot. Additionally, you also have the reward track here, which fills up, and you can pick what reward track you're going to do, and you get whatever you desire as it finishes. Small tip here: if you're doing this and you're new to the game, the ones that are not repeatable, this means repeatable. The ones that are not repeatable typically pay like 10 times. They have like way better stuff, and then the repeatable ones have less good stuff, but you can do them as many times as you want. And then the third thing is this stuff here. So like you got this chest, and at the start, I haven't played any PvP this season. So you first you go through these rewards, and then these, and then these, and you just keep going to the right as you play games. The Byzantium chest is the last one, and it's juicy because it gives you 20 gold every time you open it, and it also gives you the bottom box to my right has what it gets you the first time you open it. The top tooltip is what you get additional times because it's repeatable. Now, I haven't patched my game yet, so this is before the patch notes. But you get 20 gold, Ascended Shards of Glory, and like all this stuff each time you open it. So they are increasing what you get from all of those rewards, which is that's nice. That's welcome. All right, personal story. Soto. Added messaging has been added to Chapter 18, the 11th hour, to recommend completion of Into the Spider's Lair meta achievement Enter Naos before proceeding into the story instance. Yes. The Crichton Herald, I believe, had an excellent video of this. Crichton Herald, for those of you who may or may not know her, she's basically like Guild Wars 2 ASMR. Every video talks about the new, sultry, sensuous, Booze Goose new cape that just came in the Guild Wars 2 gem store. Like, yo, she, nails it. Anyway, she had a video where she talked about her first time trying out the new story. She was eager to do the new story. She didn't do the meta first, and how disorienting the story was to go straight, you're like, all right, I'm starting the new story. You're in E-Park's throne room. What? Because the meta is what gets you there. But if you just play the story in order, you just end up in his throne room. And it's just like you skipped all the travel. It doesn't make any sense at all. And it's just really, it feels like it's terrible writing because it just makes no sense. So I think it's good that they did this for future players so that the story makes some sense. A new achievement, True Ending, the 11th hour, has been added to the Midnight King story achievements. Successfully completing the Into the Spider Lair meta event with the 11th hour as your active story step before completing the instance rewards the achievement. This achievement has been added to the list of achievements that award progress toward completing Soto Midnight King Mastery meta achievement. Items. Players who misplace their Sagas and Draconic Core or would like extras can now purchase additional copies from Seratok and Lion's Arch after completing all requirements to earn the item. Suffused Obsidian Armor Skin Consumables Rarity, that's a mouthful, has been updated from Legendary to Exotic to prevent the deletion confirmation from requiring players to type out its name. Fixed an issue that prevented E-Park's Empowered Greatsword and E-Park's Empowered Sword skins from being unlocked in the wardrobe. Fixed an issue that caused Sarek's backpiece, the Midnight King's backpiece, and the infused versions of both to grant the exotic attribute values instead of ascended attribute values. Oh, if you had those items, you had nerfed stats before. Profession, honestly, when I see stuff, patch notes about Obsidian Armor, you know what I want them to change? These. When I'm full buffed in a raid, my buff bar now goes behind my map. Like, no more quest credit on buff icons, please. Okay, rant over. Profession skills. Below are changes to the balance notes that we previously shared. You can see the original notes here. I'll have a link below the video. Elementalist. Catalyst. Elemental Celerity. Fixed an issue that caused this skill to fail when the user was holding a conjured weapon in World v World and PvP. Guardian. Leap of Faith. Increase the radius from 180 to 240. Firebrand. Mantras now automatically charge in combat in PvE only. Congratulations, Firebrands. I just recently did a video where I tried out Quick Firebrand for my first time and tried playing it. And it was one of the classes that I could not play well within the 2 hours I gave myself to play it because it is extremely intensive APM. For those who don't play Firebrand, really quickly, one of their buttons will be a mantra, and it has multiple charges. So like you click the button, fire charge, you click the button, fire charge, click the button, fire charge, the skill goes on cooldown now, and it's on cooldown for a while, and then you have to click a button to recharge it, and then you have to do like an Etch-a-Sketch thing in the air, which is a long in-combat cast time, then fire charge, fire charge, fire charge. So it's like 3 or 4 clicks per 20 seconds per button on your bar, all right? It's not just like, oh, I hit 6 through, I hit 7, 8, and 9 when they light up. No, you hit 7, 8, and 9 4 times each when they light up. And this will reduce that slightly. So, nice. That's a quality of life thing that will make the game just a little bit more fun to play for them. And it's not going to break anything. I'm totally about that. Honestly, their DPS might slightly increase because we're removing the time that they had to Etch-a-Sketch in the air. So their DPS might go up a little bit because during that time they were not able to do like 2 or 3 autos. So that will be also a thing. Mantra of Solace, Lore, Potence, and Liberation. The arc angle has been increased. Okay, so most of these things apply boons. Now, when you do it, there is like a very small spot right on top of you that they will apply the boon, but then they also do the boon in front of you. They're widening the cone. For anyone who doesn't math, they're making the cone wider. So if your teammate is standing in front of you but slightly off to the side, there is a better chance that you'll hit them with your buffs now. For anyone who doesn't know, Firebrand is possibly the only buff support in the game that doesn't just have like a big circle around them when their buffs go out. They have a little circle, but then they've got a cone in front of them, so they can like take a step back and blast their group with the stuff. They have to pay attention to that. Willbender, Rushing Justice, increase the Justice effect duration from 6 seconds to 8 seconds in PvE only. Okay, that's a slight buff to them. Reaper, Blighter's Boon, increase the base healing from 85 to 101. Ranger, Stalk on Juvenile Jaguar. This skill now applies stealth to the Ranger. Oh my god. Okay, so again, I haven't patched my game yet. So let me show real quick. This is the Jaguar. I can think of no time that this was meta in the last 6 years. It's F2 skill. Every pet has so every cat has the same, like, you know, claw and bite and stuff like that, but then they have their own unique skill here. This one makes itself stealth. And so you can have it, you know, use that in PvP and it can get the jump on someone, but cats typically get blendered in PvP because they're very fragile pets. So if they walk into like a Firebrand symbol or a Weaver who's spinning or something, they typically just vanish off the face of the earth. However, utility. Stalk on Jaguar now applies stealth to the Ranger in addition to the pet. Increase the cooldown from 20 seconds to 35 in World v World and PvP. Someone in chat said that will be good with the spear. Yes, the Ranger spear, the 4 or the 5 skill makes them go invisible. And the 1 through 4 has a different ambushes. Like, it'll be like I think it was like the 3 was a pounce, like it was like a leap. But the 3, when you're stealthed, is a leap that also does 200 CC on the end of it. None of them are nearly as impressive as like a thief ambush, but they all get tweaked slightly if you're stealthed. This offers a nether wave going into stealth if you're using the spear. Revenant, Herald, Facet of Darkness, reduce cooldown from 25 seconds to 20 in PvP. True Nature Legendary Dragon, this skill now cleanses 3 conditions from nearby allies when used. Cool. Late notes, General, the daily achievement, Blood in the Water, has been moved to the Sunken Treasure Hunter category. When completed, the reward key is now sent directly to the inventory rather than using a reward chest. World versus World. Fixed an issue that caused some World v World teams in Europe to experience map queue issues. You know what you did. You deserved it. All right, refreshing the page to see if there's anything else. That's it. That is it. Okay, nice. This is pretty cool stuff. So there's a lot of work here trying to make the whole Sunken Treasure Hunter game be more desirable. I gotta say, this even tempts me to go do this, even with as advanced as my account is, because a permanent plus 15 swim speed and fusion for every character on my account, why not? So that might be a new goal for me. Lonely Tower Fractal, I'm glad they're tweaking this a bit. I wish their advertising had shown more of a spotlight on it, because like I said, I didn't even realize this was out, but I'm glad they're tweaking it. There's the Sarah CM stuff, PvP. No mention on, what is it, the Invuln skill for Mesmers that was disabled like a week or 2 ago? I'm surprised there's nothing on that in here. There was a running joke that all of the Ceres CM attempts came to a grinding halt because they all had like 6 to 8 virtuosos and they just disabled the invulnerability skill for them. So I think that's still under maintenance. Let's see, items. I gotta say, even though I don't main it, I'm a sucker for a good quality of life thing. One of my favorite things in this patch is this right here. Mantras now automatically charge in combat and PvE only. That's awesome. I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy for you guys because I just played that and experienced it. And it was like the joke I said at the time was if Berserker keeping quickness up is just hitting F1, just one key a million times to keep up the boon. Firebrand has a million different keys that each give you 1 second of quickness. So they're like, and like that's basically how they play. This will reduce like 3 to 4 clicks per 20 seconds. Nice. So that's good. I'm happy for you for that. But yeah, anyway, that is the notes for today. That is them. If you got any questions, problems, thoughts, concerns, or comments about things that I missed, put them in the comment section down below. I'll fight you there. There we go. All right. Oh my gosh, so many videos today. Yo, I released a meme video this morning. Then we did the video for the Homestead, and now we're going to have this one. Good Lord. Crazy new helmet and black lion chest. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm so happy to I finally have Condi Cleanse on my Herald. Well, you had, I mean, if you were playing like support Herald, you could have had Condi Cleanse before. The staff, okay, hold on. If you were in Centaur and you had the bubble out, that was a light field. And then just auto attacking with the staff, the auto attack did a combo with the light field and you would just burst cleansing constantly. It was crazy. I think that was how to do it. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I've been dabbling in so many classes, my mind is a fog. I think that was how to do it. Instead of 100 keys per second, it's now 95 keys per second. Nice. Have you seen the last Epoch news? No, Ephley, I have not. Someone yesterday told me that there was some new game mode added to the game, but you could only play it after someone in the game had found it and unlocked it or something. It sounded very similar to like Encourage getting launched, and wow. Herald Staff 2, I believe, is also a cleanse. Yeah, so maybe they just mean like having a cleanse always available to them. Okay, hold on. Let me relaunch my game and see if it'll patch. Okay. It is downloading. Just giving it a minute here. While that's downloading, this is not related to that. I was sent a link to a Last Epoch trailer. What's going on? Ah, noises! I'm sorry. All right, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Let's do this. Harbingers of Ruin.
You remind me of him, Traveler. It's that same unwavering hope that led us straight into oblivion. And now, you're part of a war that you
Yo, that's a big boy.
understand.
New evade ability. Nemesis system. Forgotten Knights faction. Hundreds of balance changes.
I
Chemical
tried
boss.
to warn you, to spare you, but his eyes are upon you now.
Still patching.
There is no time left. No refuge. No hope. His harbingers are coming.
Oh! Harbingers of Ruin. That's pretty cool. What is that? Last Epoch. Last Epoch is an excellent action RPG. I've said for a while, if anybody's like, Muck, I'm thinking about trying an action RPG. What should I play? I will tell you, Last Epoch, Grim Dawn, or Path of Exile, but Path of Exile is very advanced. If you are like new to action RPGs and you've never played one, I recommend Last Epoch or Grim Dawn. Those are my top picks. You'll notice Diablo 4 is not currently on that list. That is apparently some new content being added to Last Epoch, another game I'm interested in, and someone was sharing that with me. Can someone give me Muck's affiliate thing for Janthier Wilds? Yes, here is a link to it here, and I really appreciate you considering using that. Thank you. Just use that link to open the shop, get whatever you're going to get, and you don't have to put anything in the promo code field. The stealth up is actually huge. Why do you constantly try to deafen me, Buck? I'm sorry, Blue. Yo, when I When I defeated Adam yesterday in V Rising. Hold on a sec. I'll turn it down a bit. I freaking screamed. Yes! So I had been fighting him for 3 hours. Chat. 3 hours. That is not an exaggeration. And I finally got that kill. And I yelled. Top of, I was like, yes! Yo, my wife heard. She was upstairs. My kid heard at the other end of the house. I'm pretty sure my neighbor heard. There was someone in chat that was like, oh my god, you just scared the hell out of me. 3 hours of attempts or a single fight for 3 hours? It was a single fight. No, 3 hours of attempts. Are you kidding me? No, they didn't add a 3-hour fight to the game. But I was like fighting and failing and fighting and failing and fighting and failing and getting better and getting better and getting good and getting good. And then 3 hours later, I got a kill. It was insane. It's crazy. What's the new gem store thing? I don't know. Let me look. I'll look. Long-awaited vacation appearance package. A single-use armor skin for coat and legs. Oh my gosh, it's the swimsuit stuff. It's the swimsuit stuff. Dude, 2,800 gems. That is a name brand swimsuit. Breezy swim, tropical beach. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cursed. Breezy. There we go. This is like boxers. What's with the neck? Why does he have the necklace? Breezy swim top. It's just topless. Heavy chest. Wait. Strutting into raid night like this, see who notices. Like, oh my gosh, guys, is it drafty in here? Oh man, I don't remember Wing 4 being so cold. Oh my goodness. That's right, that. What is that? The breezy swim bottoms. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. All right, what was the other one called? Swim? Oh, it's the same stuff. I thought it was a different set. Let's see. Breezy swim pack, tropical. Oh, beach. Beach better have my money. I have a shirt upstairs, chat, and it's
sending Muck the bikini Mukluklu.
Oh my god, I have a shirt that has a guy with a metal detector, and it says "Beach better have my money." All right, beach hat, beach bracelet, and beach sandals. Oh my gosh. Missed the start of your stream. Did you already beat Dracula? No, I'll be trying tomorrow morning. 4-hour stream is beat Dracula on brutal mode on V Rising, and I'll need to have a backup game in case I'm able to do it. This reviewers is why you always use human female meta as playable characters as the streamer. Drafty Goblin's too funny. Muck, you're gonna play Black Myth Wukong. I'm interested. Historically, I like most Souls-likes. I enjoyed Elden Ring. I played Dark Souls 3 and all its DLC through like 3 times. Recently, I really enjoyed Lies of P. However, I didn't like Sekiro. Sekiro didn't let you have any build customization. It was just you were dude with sword. If you didn't like that, get out. You couldn't customize your character like at all. I didn't like that. I couldn't come up with like any creative things or ways to play. You just had to get good with sword, the end. So I didn't really like that one, but most Souls-likes I do. So, am I interested in trying Black Myth Wukong? Yeah, I am interested in trying it. I don't know if I'll love it or if I'll hate it, but I'm interested in trying it. Muck, what is the skin for your coat? Oh gosh, this is a low-level cheap coat. I think it's called Rascal? Rascal coat. Yeah, it's called Rascal coat. Yeah, I just like the graphic of it. It's a pretty low level, I think. I know you're not an expert on Ellie, but now the heal skill gives regen. So I was wondering, which do you think would be a better relic? Duena, regen you apply is more effective, or Monk? For most healers, Monk is more effective. All right, so if memory is correct, Duena is your regen is 20% more effective. Monk is all your heals are 10% more effective. But you have to be giving out enough boons to keep the Monk going. Because the Monk one is like a stacking buff. If you can keep the Monk relic going, it's usually stronger. Because keep in mind, like, you said Ellie, Tempest has Soothing Water. Soothing Water is effectively regen, but it's not classified as regen. So Duena relic won't buff that. So you've got regen, you've got Soothing Water, and you've got all your burst healing that you heal the party with, all your weapon skill healing, your overload water, all of that would be affected by Monk relic, but it wouldn't be affected by Duena. Good deal, want to see you once again, assert supremacy as top brutal Vamp Pimp. Tomorrow morning, Kelcro. We look at Black Lion's chest. Hang on. New Kanang stuff. I think we've seen this before, haven't we? Yeah, this looks familiar. Flowing Scaled Cape, that's been there. Neon Demon Skin Mask. Oh my god. Yo, really channel your inner goblin. Yo, imagine this thing running up to you in an alleyway at night. Got that long hair, too. Become goblin. Check your mail. What is it, our anniversary? Like, what are you doing? Why? Why did you spend money on this? Thanks, I guess. I have unlocked the breezy swims. Dude, my guy without clothes looks like Longchar, but for Asura. Like, his torso is very long. Like, longer than I thought it would be. There you go. I'm an all-day watcher. Does no one give you cucumbers anymore? You mean the zucchinis? No. Although there was a day where people mailed me like 30,000 zucchinis. That has fortunately not happened for a while. These days, it's all about the butter. One of the traits change from a crit to heal skill. It gives regen and waterline, but I figure you might say Monk, and I actually agree. Re-record the ending screen with that skin. Yes, I could finally be naked Charles. I don't want to see Azura's Speedo, which I think I'm going to see a lot of people with Speedos. Probably, like, that lady. Yeah, she's dressed for combat. Finally, you can become the perfect goblin. I feel like that demon mask is for the perfect goblin. Shoot. I gotta get that other news video ready. Gosh, how dare they? You know, honestly, this is the reason I don't release huge video projects on Tuesday. For those that don't know, if you're like a YouTuber and you release 2 videos you worked hard on in the same day, they'll each get like half the views because your audience only has so much time in a given day. So you release like 1 video per day. On Tuesdays, I never release a big project video. I'll release like a meme or something, if anything, because Guild Wars 2 will just have these news updates like just at random. So we got to get this ready for like the 3rd video today. Where is, no, not that one. Not that one. One sec. Did the video we made earlier finish processing? One sec. Yeah, I think it did. Hold on. Let's add the... I gotta full screen this. It's gonna look weird for you guys for a second. Add the end screen cards. Okay. There we go. Alright, hello gamers, Mukluk here, and today... Come on. Or yeah, okay, like there's the ending cards. Alright, it works. That you want to... Okay, so that one's done. And... Alright, make that one public. Okay, so we gotta make the new one. Thanks to Linkbug, just pre-ordered. Thank you for using it. That is a huge help. I signed a DMCA, so I can't tell you exactly how much of a help, but I appreciate it greatly. All right. Let me real quick cut this out, because this takes like an hour to process. Let's see. Is this a, say hi to mom, because it'll go on there. All right. Burp, burp, burp. Okay. NDA, not DMCA. YMCA. Let's compromise. Down below. I'll fight you there. All right. Guild Wars 2 second news 6/25/24. Bang. There we go. All right, so that'll take a while to go, and that'll save me some time later. Okay. I'm worried about time for the soulbeast thing. I wonder if I need to. I might need to move the soulbeast testing to tonight, because I don't know if I'm gonna have time to finish this now. So I think it would. So we've got it half done. We've made some preparation. We've got the gear and all set up, which will save us time later. @Muck, check your mail. I just checked my mail. Zucks for you. Since you mentioned you haven't gotten Zucks in a while, I thought I'd break the streak. Enjoy and happy eating, or whatever else it is you do with all these, you sick freak. Return to sender. Thanks. Let them all sign the YOCA. Yes. I'm so glad I started the trend again. Oh my god. I returned it just because of the sick freak thing. You know, the funniest thing I ever did was some random thing that someone mailed me, chat, is there was someone that sent me their in-game name, I swear to you, and if you don't know who this is, I'm not saying it, their in-game name was something like Belle Delphine. And they sent me a mail, and it said, thank you for subscribing to monthly bath water. And it had like a jug of water in it. And they sent me this, and I took the jug out, I opened a new mail to Guild MM, and I said, hey, you're always talking about Evian water. I saw this and I thought of you. And I mailed him the jug of water. And he received it on his stream, and he's like, oh, thanks, dude. And he deposited it into his like material storage. Later, someone sent him the clip of me taking the Belle Delphine bathwater and just giving it to Guild MM. And he was so disgusted. He took out the like 3,000 water he had in his mat storage and just freaking deleted all of it. Because he didn't know which one it was. It was so over the top and stupid, but he was like, no, get it out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Just get it all gone. The whole batch was tainted. I almost gave him syphilis. Can you imagine the stamina for a 3-hour fight would take and how bad a fight would feel? Oh my god, yeah, like fighting on phase 197. Wasn't there some fight in Lost Ark that was insanely long? I remember hearing something like that. Hold on, longest fight in Lost Ark. Fight the hardest boss. Procell? Is it Procell? Hang on.
Okay, dude. Get up.
Is it this thing? Fighting Procell for 10 minutes. This is some guy just okay, this is like reaction content. Alright, no, that's not what I'm looking for. There was some big crazy fight that just took like for freaking ever. I don't remember what it was though. There's an infamous fight in FF that lasted like 3 days. What? What? How do they expect players to be awake for 3 days?
Let's go to the beach.
On that note,
Let's do it, Nougat.
let's continue.
Check mail. I just checked my mail twice. More Zuck for the Zuck gods. Oh my god. Thanks. Invite to guild. I'm a returning player after 10 years of watching some of your videos. Oh, hold on. I've got to copy paste for this. Just a second. So much to do. This one. There it is. All right. Bop, 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 bop. And all right, that's done. Okay. That was FFX. What is that? 11? FF11? Is FF11? Something like a dozen guilds grouped up for it. Oh my. I am reminded, this isn't the same as that, but I'm reminded of a original Alterac Valley in World of Warcraft. There was one Alterac Valley match I was in on my server that started Friday night, and Sunday night it was still going. Like, multiple times of the weekend, I stopped, got off, you know, went to sleep, had meals, came back, re-queued, landed in the same game. And it was just a stalemate of Alliance and Horde pushing against each other. Like, they had summoned the gods, all the upgrades were maxed out, it was everything. Every invisible shoe seller on the market is gone except the 9999 one. Because it goes with the bathing suit. Alright. Okay, so, the soulbeast testing, I think I'm going to move to tonight, because I want to make sure that I can give it, you know, at least 2+ hours, just like I did every other class. And I don't have 2+ hours remaining in the stream. So for now, we're going to do content creation. As we have yet another video to prepare. So I think the most thumbnail-y part of this one is the firebrand thing. So I'm going to log on to my firebrand for a second. It took 3 weeks for it to respawn, so they had people watching it 24/7, and they would have people killing it in shifts, so no one stayed for the whole 3 days to kill it. Wow. I'm like, did anybody ever go back to fight it a second time after they killed it the one time? Okay. What is this? This is a dragon hunter. All right. Let's see. Firebrand. What are the usual firebrand mantras? Hold on. I'm just gonna... I want my hotbar to look normal for a firebrand for this, so that people don't just get on my back about it. Quick Condi firebrand. Alright, this'll do. Alright, so... Mantra of Solace. Guy flexing. Little wings. Little flame. And this thing. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take a screenshot of that. So I wonder, will it show it to me in PvE now? Hold on. Alright, I'm just hitting some mantras right now. This is what I'm talking about. See, it takes 3 clicks for each one. So let's see when it comes back up if it just auto recharges. Wow, yeah, it did. Look. It's ready to go now. Cool. Freaking cool. Alright. Muck, you have even more mouth. Shut up. Alright. Let's do this. Tilt slightly just for flavor. Let's get rid of the engineer. Let's get rid of the symbol. We'll keep the... Yeah, we can use the bigger watermark. Get rid of that layer. Alright. And then... Actually, we can use the symbol here. Hang on a sec. Let's grab this. Alright. And duplicates. And duplicates. Okay. I feel like this is the most, juicy part of the news. That's what I'm trying to say. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so let's change this. Mantras mantras auto recharge now. And other news. And I won't say which mantras. You're gonna have to click for that. The mesmers are gonna get all excited and they're gonna click and then they're gonna be like, "Aw." That's the most clickbaity you'll ever see from me. Do that. And I wonder if Mesmers do too. Someone check it. They did not say anything about the Mesmers. But you check that for me and let me know. And we'll make this word pop. Alright. And alright. And then duplicate that layer group and squish it. And it. Okay. Is that readable when I shrink it? I think I might need to... I'm going to do a trick here. I'm going to take... The background's a bit busy. I'm going to take that part of it and select... Whoa. No. Hold on. What? No, that layer. Good lord. Wrong layer! Alright. Alright, so I blurred the background a little to make this text pop out to your eye a little more. I think that's good. Okay. Thumbnails, Guild Wars 2, second news, 6/25/24. I think that's pretty good. Muck put the Mesmer on cooldown with the big red X. No. They didn't even fix the distort. What? Someone in chat said distortion was working like 2 seconds ago. I don't know. I can't keep track. Alright. And, chat. Revert changes. I'm a dragon hunter again. Easy. Easy peasy. Okay. Did the news thing finish processing? This is why you all come here. For the top thumbnail making content. People on Snowcrow Discord are saying it's fixed. Well, they are welcome. Mike, do you have a guide for where you park your alts for daily gathering? Yes. Exclamation daily in the chat. We'll pull up that video. Distortion works doesn't mean they fixed the bug. Well, what was the bug if the bug was not distortion wasn't working? I'm confused. Keep in mind, I'm not a Sarah CM person, nor am I a Mesmer main. Doesn't Mesmers give buff when they change mantras? Wouldn't want them to auto-change charge? I don't know. I learned Mesmer mantras, learned a build for a day, made a video, and then I like just dumped that information out of my head. They're changing the mantras. They're charging mantras. Distortion could make you permanently invulnerable and virtuoso. Oh, that's balanced. Was logged into my vert and was able to use the distortion skill. Didn't get the skill not available text. Has Muck shown us Bikini Asura yet? Yes. Behold. My thighs. I'm just gonna show up to raid night like this and see if anyone notices. Muck, been using your Untamed completely new to Ranger. How do you always get the 5 mace skills to reset the skills? When you are in combat, actually a lot of people have messaged me that there's better ways to do it than what I showed in that video. But the short version of it is, you see on the tooltip for that, there is a thing that's blue. It says Nature's Strength. And then below that is Force of Nature. You get a stack of Nature's Strength when you hit with the 2, when you hit an enemy with the 3, when you hit an enemy with the 4, when you hit an enemy with the 3rd hit of the 1, or when you hit an enemy with the 5, you get 2 stacks of it. Okay? Once you've gotten 5 stacks of it, the next skill you use of the 2 through 5 makes all your skills pop back up. So in the video, I said to use 5 first, but some other people told me if you do 2, 3, 4, 5, and they all hit an enemy, you can then do 5, 4, 3, 2, because your skills all pop back up. So apparently, that's the best thing. Does Mace Ambush do it too? Yes. So I guess it'd be Ambush 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5, 4, 3, 2. But if the skill misses, if it doesn't connect, you don't get the buff. I can tell you that. Because like right now, I'm not hitting anything, I'm not getting the buff. Might go to Queensdale. Why? Because it's probably a swimsuit party. The distortion bug is why CM mode clears one of all verts. Reminds me of when people brought all Sylvaris to Harvest Temple. For those that don't know, there was, you know the racial skills that are usually trash? There was a period of time in Harvest Temple where the Sylvari racial skill, which rooted them in the ground, was like top tier. And so people were making raids of all Sylvaris. But then they changed it because they don't want you to balance your raids around that. A racial skill that was useful? Yep. I like racial skills being useful. Again, one of the MMOs I previously played was World of Warcraft. I played Undead. Will of the Forsaken was great. You know, humans got a free insignia, stuff like that. I liked that, but they didn't. You just spam down the comeback out even if you pop 3. Wait, what? We beat Harvest Temple with the power of racial segregation. They auto-recharge out of combat. Now they made it in combat, which is nice. Char racial skills are fun, but not the best with extremely long cooldowns. Let's talk about the charging mantra Orc racial is super duper cheat mode for WoW. The oh god, what was it? Berserking? It gave them. It was like a trinket, right? It was basically like popping a DPS cooldown. Also, orcs got like a 5% damage bonus to their pets, so the hunters and warlocks were slightly buffed. Okay, let me see. Did it finish? Hold on, I'm checking to see if the last video that I just recorded finished downloading. I think this is it. Hold on, I'm double checking. Okay, far the list of fire charge. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I need to throw this on my YouTube channel. Okay, and then there's a bunch of gobbledygook there. Let's see. Just import from that one. The 25th. Let's see. Mantras auto recharge now. And other GW2 updates. Okay. Source. Where's the source? There's the source. I'm gonna take that and copy it here. And go down a line. And go down here. Did you watch the new housing video? Yes, I've already uploaded a video on it. Hello, thank you. Oh, you didn't even try to hide the end piece. Wonderful. Guild Wars 2 news. Second news, that one. That's not clickbaity enough. Oh, should I have put the in there? Would that have been good enough? Homestead. Mantras. Get rid of the Homestead tags. Click these mantras, yes. No, don't click these mantras. They auto-recharge. You don't have to click those mantras. Yes, Mike, the video was fine. Put a bikini model on it? Oh my god, no. The bikini is not newsworthy. Okay. Processing. Alright, that could take up to an hour. That's why I wanted to get that started. I didn't have time to do that in the middle of the day today. Yeah, funny story for you guys, for those who haven't seen it on my channel. So my lovely wife just brought me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's using one of the end pieces of bread. Totally fun. I don't mind eating the end pieces. I would rather eat the end pieces than, you know, waste them. I don't like wasting food, okay? So one day though, yeah, this is when I was at tech support. She made me a lunch that day. And so I took it to work, and when it was time for lunch, I bit into it, and it looked like a normal sandwich. And I bit into it, and I was like, that tastes like an end piece. And I opened the sandwich up, chat. All right, pretend I'm holding a loaf of bread. These are the end pieces. She took these two pieces and did this to like hide it. I don't know why. Like, I didn't mind eating them. She didn't have to do that. But she did that and then put like the peanut butter and jelly in between and you made me a sandwich. So it looked normal. I bit into it and it was double end pieces. I was like, what? And I took a picture of it and I sent it to her on my phone. And I was like, what the hell is this? And you know what she did? She sent it to all her friends. They were like, nice, you go, girl. Like, oh, got him. Like, what the hell? I didn't mind eating them. Why did you try to hide it? Like, she just thought she had to be smooth about it. She's from Russia. That's normal there. No, I think Harbinger's vodka and guns are normal there. So when she came in and handed me a sandwich a second ago, I'm like, oh nice, you didn't even try to hide it. And she's like, oh my god. Like, I'm never gonna hear the end of this. And I'm like, no, you won't. I've done that with my son before. Oh my gosh. Vodka sandwiches? I didn't say vodka sandwiches. Muck, what's your EU IGN? It's Mukluk with T.1234. No, it's the same IGN. It's the same one. I server swap between the two servers. It's the same account. Speaking of, where's Blish? Hang on. My computer restarted. Wait. Why do I have 3 gigs free on my C drive? I'm gonna have to do some file cleanup after this. Yesterday, I had like 100 gigs free, and I installed Marvel's Midnight Suns, which said it was gonna take 50 gigs. So I should have 50 gigs free. It apparently took 97. I wasn't counting on that. So, we're gonna have to do some file cleanup today, chat. When I say we, I mean just me, off stream. Modern game sizes, yeah. You know, hey, just to really plug a beautiful game. I recently played a Ghost of Tsushima. And you know how there's that whole meme where like Western game devs don't know how to optimize game files? You know, and then like Call of Duty's like 300 gigs. Ghost of Tsushima was 50 gigs. Legitimately 50 gigs. The game was absolutely like stunningly gorgeous. Like there was constantly wind blowing, all of the grass and flowers and cherry blossoms and stuff were moving around. Like you would think it was a game that was going to be like hundreds of gigs from looking at like how the environment looked. On top of that, anytime you fast traveled, like you would click somewhere else in the world on the map, it took less than 3 seconds. I would count. I'd be like 1, 2, done. Every time. It was stunningly optimized. It's crazy. It reminded me like, oh my god, this is how it's supposed to be. I hadn't played a game that well optimized in years. Use your link to purchase the new X-Pack. Don't need to put something in promo code. No, there's no promo code field. You just use that link, and as long as you're not like blocking cookies or something, it works. They use a cookie system, which is not great, but I'm thankful for what I've got. So, no, there's no promo code. They unpack like Ark Evolved download to 60 gigs and boom, 450. Well, it didn't warn me. TPing around Tsushima versus trying to load into the Wizard's Tower. Yeah. I love how they promoted new-gen consoles back then with fast loading times, fast HDD here, there, and then this game comes along and destroys it. I mean, it definitely feels like... Now, look, I'm not a developer. I am not a programmer. I'm not going to pretend like, I'm like, oh, man, it's so easy. Why don't they just type /optimize and run.exe? But it definitely feels like some of them are making more of an effort than the others. Right? I bought the X-Pack with your cookie. Thank you for using my cookie, Pyro. Appreciate that. Sergeant Ghost, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, this is why we wanted to upload this now, like this. Well, if I mouse over, right here when I move the mouse, it says 48 minutes remaining. No, I'm waiting on YouTube's right now. Someone knows what's up with Sunken Chest. They gone or relocated. They moved some of them in the patch notes. If you click your key, it'll play a video of where the chest is. Also, there's some in fractals now. Oh. I love this. Endless Scarlet Briar Combat Tonic. I could buy this. I have enough shards. Oh, you can get the murder bots here. I don't know if I've ever interacted with this merchant. Scarlett's like, make me murder bots. Our engineers are like, you know, Scarlett, we made them. She's like, they're not curvy enough. They're like, do they need to be more curvy? She's like, of course they need to be more curvy. Are you kidding me?
Any requests for a self-made entrepreneur?
Add to account wardrobe. There we go. I can turn into Scarlett now. Let's see. I love that Ghost of Tsushima is considered alt-right propaganda for respecting Japanese. Wait, what? I don't even know what that means. Other than it's politicals. Usually when someone starts talking to me about political stuff, my eyes just go bew, and I tune back in like in a few minutes later, and I don't remember anything. Wait, Ghost of Tsushima is propaganda because games journalism is a joke. What? I don't know enough about Japanese true history to know if that's true or not. I know it's based on like true events, like when Mongols invaded Tsushima and stuff like that. But, you know, a lot of the other stuff was just like, you know, story they made up. Muck tip, open your mouth. What? Just like the 5th time in the last 30 minutes. My gift to you, a cookie, a cupcake. Thank you. DMCA, please sign this YMCA. That was funny. All right. We'll be getting new expansions of Guild Wars and would really like to support you, but am on Steam. Is there any way to do that besides rebuying everything? Reikelin, I really appreciate you taking the time to ask. That is far above and beyond what many players do. Unfortunately, no. I do not have any form of a referral link related to Steam. So, I wish, obviously, I wish that would be amazing for me if I did, but I don't. There has been many times, because the Guild Wars 2 partner program, it predates when Guild Wars 2 was on Steam. So when they added Guild Wars 2 to Steam, the Guild Wars 2 partners never got a referral link related to the Steam launch of the game, and that is still true to this day. And I think making one would require them to change the partner program, but that would basically be them using development time instead on something like a Homestead that would affect tens of thousands of players, using it on something that'll affect like 20 people. So I think that they just are never going to get around to that. Disco Ranger, I'm not reading that message out loud because there's too many ooh-woos in it. SPR says, read today's patch notes. They changed the whole thing up. Yes, I've got a video on that coming out soon. But if you want to see today's patch notes minus the Mukluk, here is a link to them. I'll put it in the chat right now. Cloud Senju, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. Muck hates Steam users confirmed. No. I haven't figured out a way to get support from you guys yet. Have you heard of Terrace Land? Isn't that the one that has like a bunch of lifted assets from like other MMOs? Like they stole a bunch of stuff? I heard all that on like Twitter. I don't know that for myself. Sergeant Ghost just bought X-Pack with your link. Thank you, Sergeant. I don't think that's true. Do I still have that Reddit post open? Hold on. I have so many tabs open right now. No. I also have it open. Hang on. Trying to find... Oh my god. I was trying to use my Chrome history to... Oh, here we go. I found it. Alright. It's like this was a Hrothgar from Final Fantasy XIV, depicted in WoW's art style, riding a cheap copy of the Guild Wars 2 Roller Beetle through a discount version of Genshin Impact's Overworld. Terrace Land. That was the last one I saw. I don't know. But no, I haven't tried the game. I haven't seen any of that firsthand. But Guild Wars, what is it? World of Warcraft has sky skills now. I will say it's completely normal for MMOs to take inspiration from each other. For example, when World of Warcraft launched, I'm pretty sure it didn't have a mailing system, and then it copied that from other MMOs, because they're like, oh shoot, we should have a mailing system. Like, they copy stuff all the time. Onyxia is a copy of Lord Nagafen from EverQuest. Like, literally every mechanic in the fight. They just made it more approachable for the random player. It didn't require you to, know how to do programming. Like, game devs copy stuff from each other constantly. There is a limit on how much is, like, okay. I don't know if Terrace Land has passed that limit. Didn't WoW borrow holidays from another MMO? I'm not sure. I don't recall. Main WoW holiday I remember was Brewfest. I asked my wife to make me a sandwich the Mukluk way, 2 ends on the inside. I told her that you said it's the only way you can eat sandwiches. What? Oh my god. I can't wait for the next time I see your wife to tell her what a liar you've been. You're gonna be in big trouble. Basically, if it's working very well, why not use it? Yeah, like, that's kind of the case. There's sometimes it's kind of shady. Like, the entire StarCraft universe is just Warhammer 40k. They turn the Eldar into the Protoss, they turn the Ultramarines into Terrans, and they turn the Tyranids into Zergs, and then they just called it StarCraft. Like, there's a few things like that that is kind of sketch. But at the same, then there's other times that it's like, oh, yeah, okay, well, everyone needs a mailing system. How does the account swim speed infusion work? I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet. They said in the... I already closed the patch notes. They said that there was a way to get the new swim speed infusion. Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull the notes up again. Let's see. An account-based swim speed infusion is now available. Begins at plus 15 swim speed and can be permanently improved for all characters in your account by purchasing upgraded items from Dive Master Astora. Alright, so the question is, where is this? She's in Lion's Arch. Okay, hang on. Let's go take a look at this lady. It's like here. Over by the lobster. The lobster. Oh, there's a few people here.
Can I help you?
Account swim speed boost. Raises the swim speed bonus of an account swim speed infusions to 20%. Requires a plus 20. Okay. So you have to sacrifice a plus 20. So you have to sacrifice a 20, sacrifice a 25, and sacrifice a 30. So you can't just go all the way to 30 right away. There's invisible aqua breathers here. Well, wait. Oh, it's infusible, not invisible. That's a very different thing. Bubble hat. $32 plus 10s. So these are all tradable, though. So...
Can I help you?
Holy crap. Well, the trading post is getting drained of these things very fast.
Good to meet you. Greetings.
Raises the swim speed bonus of account swim speed infusions to 20%. So this is an account swim speed infusion. So you just need to get this on each character and then get these bonuses. All those rusty keys you've been throwing out. Joke's on you. I hoard them like a dragon. I don't know what to do with them. Time to start opening them daily? Yeah, I guess so. Gotta wait on somebody to make the new route, because they moved a bunch of the treasure chests, so there's a new route to do it. Near this waypoint, ... But it doesn't say exactly where. I'm assuming in this body of water over here. Wait, is this even water? There's people walking on it. Is this even... This isn't even water. It's called a lake. Is there a deeper point? There's a deeper part over here. This is why I don't have a hotkey for skiff, chat. Sunken chest, there it is. Three swim speed infusions plus 10. Are we gonna have people in LFG with TP to friend messages for infusions now? Maybe. There's 4 more. Alright, this ain't too bad. Wait, what? Oh, I'm under attack. Get him, jellyfish! Alright. I know it might be better to go with Dwayne. It gives me a 60 regen if skill mass is correct. I'm throwing that away since I started playing this game. Now I'm regretting my life's choices. Been throwing away the keys. Buck will make the Ascended Bubble Helm. I already have an Ascended Rebreather. I don't really want the Bubble Hat, but I have an Ascended Rebreather already. No tags on this map. I don't know where this one is. Hello, all. Hello, Paranoid. Like, this will take way less time once you memorize the locations for each of them. What are you hunting? The sunken chests that give the swim speed infusions. They just released an account-wide swim speed infusion that affects your whole account. So it's worth doing this more now than it was before. Muck, you missed it? Well, obviously, I'm still looking. Blue says that one's further north. Okay. How does an account infusion work? Well, basically, there's a really cheap item called Account Swim Speed Infusion, and you buy it and equip it in the Swim Infusion slot for all your characters. Then, you... Where is it? After you've done that, there's an upgrade on the vendor that upgrades all of them at once. Do you know where to find the chest? No. And old information is not necessarily accurate because they said they moved a lot of the chests. Wait, Blue said there, the waterfall. There? I just went in there. I just saw only a platinum node. I mean, I'll take it, I guess. Underwater schlap. Like, is it a leggy? No, it's not purple text, but it's effectively acts similar to one. Try near the great Ooh statue north of you. Ooh statue? Pretty sure you're too far? Pretty sure I am too. So we started out... way down... Oh wait, there's a commander tag there. Let's see if that guy found it. The Uwu statue? Oh my gosh. What are you doing? They added a new account-wide swim speed infusion to the game. Kind of like a legendary. Ah, it's right there. It was right there. And working on it. Alright. Is there no hint from the key? The key will point you to the waypoint nearest it, and that's it. So you double click like what you just saw me do. I'm gonna test something, hang on. Listen. Why is Mesmer's attacking me? I was trying to play the cool synergetic noises and then Mesmer's out of nowhere. I don't know what that was about. Okay. Didn't they have a thing in patch notes recently about people getting randomly attacked with Mesmer stuff in certain zones? It's near a heart. Oh, wait, there. Piranhas! Master Diver complete. I'm like, hi, Franca. Do you need the rusted ornate keys for this? Yes. And I honestly don't even remember exactly where I got them. It's just while playing the game, I get them a lot, and I've just been stockpiling them. What? Get him, Jaws! There we go. Okay. Nightmare CM's second chamber has a chest. Oh, cool. Oh, I see the word chest. Got interrupted somehow. There we go. Alright, so far, how many have we gotten? We've gotten 23. How many does it take to get stuff, the good stuff? For max level infusion, you only need 1 million keys. What? Not keys, infusions. Make up your mind.
Good to meet you.
Didn't get a chance to watch. How did the Father's Day stream go? My son wanted to play Escape the Backrooms. We played it on Father's Day, and then just this recent Sunday, we continued it off stream, and I put the VOD of it on Mukluk Plays. So there's an Escape the Backrooms playlist on Mukluk Plays that has the full playthrough so far if you want to see it. We'll continue it this weekend. Alright, so I need a plus 15 infusion. And that allows me to buy an account swim speed infusion.
Can I help you?
Okay. So I have that. Increase swim speed by 15% plus account bonuses. Plus 5 agony resistance. So if I go here, I can equip that. Wait.
May Dwayna bless you.
Okay. And that was, what was that? Fireworks? Fireworks. Okay, there we go. Alright, so my swim speed is slightly faster now. We got 15% on it. And now I can upgrade it with this. You do swim speed infusion plus 20, which requires 32 plus 15s. I can afford one more.
Good to meet you.
Yo, this is a daily activity, isn't it? Ugh. This is a daily task. So it might be better for me to work on getting a like the account one on each character I play before working on upgrading them all. Now, granted, you could just buy. You could just buy these from other people, because these are all tradable. So you could also do this and then just sell them to people that want them.
Good to meet you.
You need to complete Master Diver for them to reset. Not true, actually, because they changed that today. Let me see if I can find it. 1 second. In addition to reset when Master Diver is completed, they will also reset upon logging in or your first time entering a map after the weekly reset.
How do you do?
So there's that. Price of infusions explains why my account value just shot up. Yeah. Who just subbed? C4, thank you. Appreciate the resub, guys. C4, Frankify, Cloud
Greetings.
sends you Sergeant Ghost. Welcome. Mukluk Douglas, Bartholomew, Reginald, Esquire the Fourth, this is Jonathan Festivals the Third, because all of you to the lap will be joyous entertainment on the way. Cricket, the speakers, don't touch the speakers, giveaways every week, please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Alright. So, let me see here. Hang on a second. What's your promo code for Janthir Wilds? Here is a link to it. You just use that link, buy whatever, and it supports this channel. You don't have to put a promo code in. There's a cookie in that link. And thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. If I desired to make a quick guide on this, I need a reminder of how I got these keys in the first place. Ornate rusted keys. I need a reminder of how I acquired these to begin with. Ah, the wiki link didn't work. Okay. The Blood in the Water achievement is the name of it. The specific name of it. I gotta be more specific. There it is. Blood in the Water. Okay. Does this say how many times I've done this? It just says daily Blood in the Water. Okay. Alright, let me turn this down. Alright, so hold on. Gathering my thoughts here. So, alright. Kill crate, you get these keys. You might frequently get them while doing like Fractal 99, for example, without even thinking of it. You can double click the key, teleport you to a location near a chest, and then you can open the chest and get swim speed plus 10 infusions. You can use those infusions to buy better infusions here, and you can just keep doing that. You can keep using the previous infusion, a stack of the previous ones to buy one of the better ones. With the better ones, you can buy, with the plus 15 infusion, the first one on the row, you can buy an account swim speed infusion, which is 15% speed boost plus account bonus and agony resistance as well. Nice. And that goes in your rebreather. If you have these on multiple characters on your account, then buying the account swim speed boost will buff all of these on your account. That's, I think, it, right? That's all of it? Additionally, you could do this just for money and sell these. Because the value of, basically the value of the time and the keys. Okay. Alright. I think I could make like a 1-minute guide on this for people that are confused. Is there any more to it that I missed there, chat? You do daily Blood in the Water, you get key. Double-click key to be shown where a chest is. You open the chest, and it will give you the infusions. After you've opened enough chests, you get the Diver achievement, which resets... hold on, can I be tracking both of those to make this easier? Which resets the Diver achievement. And then after you get the Diver achievements, or when it resets based on the current patch notes that we just discussed. You can also buy them from a vendor with Karma. Can you? You can buy the keys with Karma. You can. I didn't realize that. Very, very good. Very good tip. Okay. Let me close this and this. All right. All right, let's see if I can just... I think this will be just a 1-minute video. Let me see if I can just wing this one without writing a script out and just do this for the sake of time. And then Noxxi could whip this up tomorrow. All right. Take the Blood in the Water. All right. Okay. All right. Hello Guild Wars 2 gamers, Mukluk here, and this is a very quick guide on how to get the new account-bound swim speed infusion. This is basically an item you can equip in your account that will increase the swimming speed of all of your characters, so it's a very cool thing to work toward. It is a sort of a long-term project, but it's also an opportunity to make a lot of money if you want to do that. And it's one of the first account-bound upgrade type things since they did the same thing with Fractals and Legendary. So that's kind of cool as well if you play multiple characters. All right, anyway, here's how this works. Each day, if you kill 10 crate, which are those snake-like people, there's a ton of them in the Nightmare Fractal, for example, you will get the Daily Blood in the Water quest done, and it gives you an Ornate Rusted Key. Now, I know that just like me, all of you have been saving those up, waiting for the day that they would be useful. I'm sure that we're all on the same page there. Additionally, there is a merchant, which is very involved in this whole process, which is in Lion's Arch, just to the left of the giant lobster, who is right here, and she will sell you ornate rusted keys for karma if you want them. Now, what do you do with the ornate rusted keys? You can double click on the key and it will show you a location where there is an unopened sunken chest. You go there, look in the water near that waypoint, and you will find a sunken chest. You open it, and it will have many things, including some swim speed infusions plus 10, which is the lowest one that you'll find from the box. Noxxi, in the footage before this, I was opening a bunch of chests. There's a bunch of footage of that there. After you have acquired a number of these infusions, also, I will point out they are tradable, so you can get them off of the TP. The price is currently insane because I am recording this on the day that this new system came out, so a lot of people are grabbing at this stuff right now, but it'll settle down in time. Now, with a bunch of those swim speed infusions plus 10s, you can come back to this Merchant Lines arc that I just showed, and you can buy better ones, which are faster. Basically, you can just use the previous version to buy the faster version. Hang on a second, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, didn't want to subject you guys to that. All right, where was I? Basically, you can take a whole bunch of the previous speed of the swim speed infusions and buy the next one. So you can use a bunch of plus 10s to buy plus 15, bunch of 15s to buy plus 20, and so on. However, after you bought a plus 15, the new thing is you can buy an account swim speed infusion. So one swim speed plus 15, which is really easy to get, plus some ectos, you get an account swim speed infusion, which is 15 plus your account bonuses if you acquire any. And then once you've got that, you just go over to your equipment and put it into your rebreather, which you can see right there. If your rebreather does not have an infusion slot, she sells exotic rebreathers, which are pretty affordable, which have an infusion slot. Does Ascended ones always have an infusion slot? Exotic sometimes do. This is an example of them sometimes having it. So let's say all the characters that you play on the regular eventually have the account swim speed infusion. The next thing is to just get the account swim speed boost whenever you're able to afford it. They are quite costly. This one costs a plus 20, which means you got to use a bunch of plus 10s to get a 15, bunch of 15s to get a plus 20, and then sacrifice the plus 20 to that, but then it gives your whole account, everyone who's got that equipped, a plus 20. And then so on and so on and so on. It's a long-term project because it's kind of like a pyramid thing. Like once you get down there, you're gonna need, I don't know how many of these things, thousands, hundreds of thousands, I have no idea. But it's something you can chip away at over time. Of additional note to this whole process is the Master Diver achievement. This will also give you more infusions after you have opened up the full list of chests. If you keep just double-clicking the key and porting to wherever it tells you to go, you'll eventually get this done, and then the whole thing will reset and all the chests will close and be available to be opened again. Additionally, this achievement will reset upon, this is quoting ArenaNet, upon logging in for your first time entering a map after the weekly reset. So if after a week you've opened like 7 of them and you didn't finish it, it's going to reset each week. But it'll also reset immediately. So if you got 100 keys and you just want to turn on some music and go nuts, it'll reset every time you finish this list. Over and over and over. And again, if you just want to make money and you don't care about any of this and you've got a bunch of keys, you can use the keys to open chests, get these infusions, and sell them. And they're worth quite a bit of gold right now. It's going to probably settle down over time, but there is a market for them. So you can just basically turn the keys plus a bit of your time into coin if you wish to do that. And I think that's everything. I think that's everything involved to understand this system, and hopefully that helps some of you out. All right, cool. With that, plus a little bit of the Noxxi editing magic, I think we can make like a guide that's just a couple minutes long, and that will help some folks out. Where are the account ones stored? I mean, it goes into your hat. It's a Ascended infusion that goes in your hat right here. And then each of your characters equips that, and then you're buying an upgrade to your account that just buffs all of these on your account. That's how it works. It's very similar to the one in the Fractal Room, which I can show you in just a second for anybody who's not seen that. It's like the Fractal buff? Yes, exactly. Is this the new best way to convert karma into gold? Ooh, that's an interesting question. I'm definitely going to let math nerds that want to do a lot of math figure that out and tell me the answer, but I am interested in that also. So for those that don't know, when you do enough fractals, you get a bunch of fractal currencies, and you can talk to Deroyer here, who sells you buffs that affect your whole account in fractals. These make you stronger in fractals, but buying these costs stuff you get from fractals. So like if you get all of these, eventually the last one's called Fractal God, and that takes like a year of doing fractals every single day or something. There's a lot. But yeah, it's basically like this system. Like these don't store anywhere other than just it's a buff that affects your account. So like if you look right here, when I'm in a fractal area and this zone I'm in counts as a fractal area, I have the Fractal Prodigy buff, which is the last one that I purchased from this vendor, and it's just that hits my whole account. So it's like that. I got 45k fractal runes already. Yeah, I haven't been regularly doing fractals in a long time. But since they fixed the CM for that one new fractal, Lonely Tower, I might need to get in there with some people to try that out. The swim speed bonus, is that only PvE? Where would you use it over the skimmer? The biggest example right now would be if you're in combat in World v World in the water, or if you're doing the underwater fractals. In neither of those situations can you get on your skimmer. So those would be like the main ones. But there's, you know, I mean, the Leviathan fight, I guess, if you need it. Hey Muck, you're almost there. Just 4 out of 5 more boons to reach the mini-mount. Oh man, I showed a picture of that recently. Hang on. I was giving Guild Wars 2 feedback on the recent stuff right here. When I'm in a raid, it does go behind my map. Here's my map. Look at that. This is why I'm like, stop putting elemental bullets down there. Don't put Mesmer Spear Clarity down there. Friggin' don't put Necromancer Spear Soul Shards down there. You've got to stop that. No. Like, I wanted to get him with a water bottle. Stop that. No more things down there. It's not good. This is Luminance. Yeah, boon overload. Every character requires the swim. Yeah, every character needs the basic infusion. So imagine you want to buy every character you care about playing one of these. Then you're buying buffs that affect all of these on your account. That's it. Muck with the beard, I thought you were aiming for a PG stream, my dude. Yeah, it just grew on me. Leroy says, ANET, please touch the boon bar. No.
ANET, please touch the boon bar.
Yeah,
Mukluk
please remove
dancing.
some of the stuff from the boon bar. Good lord. Is there a Leggy rebreather? No. There is Ascended, which you can get from the Merchant in Lion's Arch, or from... Is it Bitterfrost Frontier, guys? Tell me if I'm wrong. I think Bitterfrost Frontier sells them, which is Living World Season 3. Chat says yes. Nice. Nailed it. Yeah. So Bitterfrost Frontier sells Ascended Rebreathers also, which I think is where I got this one. They sell it to you for berries. As a product designer, I have to say the boon implementation in a million ways they're showing off information regarding class mechanics hurts my tiny brain. Yeah. Need to get Lux Those, who does the weak auras for World of Warcraft in here, and make him do it. What are the 4 blue buff bars on your map? Those are... So I accepted the quest to start suffused legendary armor so that I could make a guide for people on making suffused legendary armor. These are steps of that are tracked down here instead of being tracked in the achievement journal. So this one will be there until I do 15 events in Amnitas. This one's here until I kill 3 world bosses in Central Tyria, which is weird because it currently says 4. This one says capture 250 charges of Rift Energy, which says 5 right now. And this one is like 75 Starlight Lanterns, which is currently at 3. And this one is complete 15 Rift events in Skywatch, which is currently at 1. So like that one, I don't know why that one's not gone. Because since I've done the world bosses. Maybe they only disappear once you've done all of them at the same time. I don't know. Like, it says there's nothing there, but this says 4 on it. Is it a 4? Is it something? No, that looks like a 4 when I mash my face against the monitor. And there was more. Just to be clear, guys, there was, see the ones that are checked off? There was more of them. I got some of them done. There is an add-on that helps you have specific boons and conditions like your character. Yeah. Hey, Muck, I'm poor and I don't have any friends to share a full home instance. Oh, Kim, I got you. Here is a guide on how to get lots of money every single day in just 10 minutes a day. I didn't read the rest of your message. I'm guessing that you were just asking for advice on how to do that, but it's super easy, and I know you've got the willpower to get it done. Go ahead, get you some money. Honestly, it blows my mind when people are like, oh my gosh, griffins are so expensive. They're 100 gold, that's my life savings. And I've played for a year. I'm biting my tongue. I'm like, wow, you're really bad. Like, I get like 12 gold a day, so that's like a week. Hey, Muck, could you explain the account-wide swim speed and fusion in the patch note? I just recorded me explaining the whole thing, Canthar. If you can rewind the stream just like 5 minutes, it's all there. Everything I know about it is there. I've started to create my home instance baby steps. Absolutely. Also, keep in mind, if making a home instance is too expensive for you or you're not interested, I strongly encourage you to borrow somebody else's. Because if you and I both farm my home instance, we both just get a copy of the loot. It doesn't take away from the owner. So it just multiplies how much it generates. I love that comment about the griffin. That's 100% the exact response I wanted. There you go. There you go. I'm serious. Like right now, okay, look, I am not the richest guy in the game. I know a guy in the game that has multiple accounts at gold cap. But I have 7,700 gold, and I spend about 10 minutes a day on that. So literally just any day you're sitting down, yeah, you're done with work, you got a few hours to play, spend your first 10 minutes doing that routine, or some of the things on the routine, and you'll make a lot of money. There's a million ways to make gold in the game. I prefer stuff that is, doesn't take a lot of time. And then you sell materials, and then there are resource node packs you can pick with gems, so all the less gold spent. Yeah. Easy way to get gold too. Sell. Yeah, you could sell the swim speed infusions right now. That just came out, that thing today. Absolutely. Speaking of Guild Wars 2 news, can I post that video yet? It might be done. So many videos. 3 videos today, chat. Alright, hold on. Include the title card. Okay, let me click this and make sure that the video works. Okay, second video. Alright, that's good. This will reduce, like, is the notes for today. Why is it so foggy? That is them. If you got any questions, problems, thoughts, concerns, or comments about things that I missed, okay, it's in 1080p. I wasn't sure if it was... Sometimes it'll say this video is ready to go public, and it's in, like, 240p, and I gotta wait another hour before 1080 shows up, so I guess that one's done. Okay. Set that to... public. I was a drunken public. I was drunk in the bar. They threw me into public. Arrest them. I want to go back. Do you happen to know which bags are the cheapest to buy with festival currency? I have done no research on that. Off the top of my head, I know Halloween is really good for getting the Halloween pails, which are like 20 slot bags. World v World also has some 20 slot bags you can get if you want those. I mean, heck, you could buy 20 slot bags off the trading post, but to get 24, 28, and 32, you have to do stuff that gets them account bound. Muck, what's your playtime? I've got like 4 more minutes. I know what you meant, though. That. Just set all your videos to 160p, watch the comments fly. Yeah, watch my subscriber count tank. Chat, I'm actually at 91k subs on YouTube. I think if like I continue this track record within like 6 months to a year, if I'm lucky, I could break 100k and get my first play button. That would be so wild. Like nothing would really change that day, obviously, but it would just be really, really, really cool. Muck, are your LI build videos still up to date? I need something for my old 32-year-old hands. Oh, you young whippersnapper. All right, exclamation LI builds. All right, here's the deal with my LI builds. So this link right here, this webpage Every LI build on this webpage I have tested after Secrets of the Obscure came out, and they still work, okay? There are some other LI builds that are on my YouTube channel that I took, like, I took them off of this webpage and I set them to archive because they don't work. If they're on this page, they work. However, some of them, if you click the video and you go to it,
Hello, everyone.
I'm gonna pause there. I have pinned a comment that says, after Soto, make these small changes. So always check for a pinned comment. Other than that, yes, they work. That's all you gotta do. Mr. Beast, Muck is coming for your spot. I don't know if I can catch up to Mr. Beast. Just subbed, even though I thought I always would sub to the YouTube channel. Yo, all right, we talk about YouTube. I got two. I got two. You know I have two YouTube channels? Yo, every day I get a comment on the second YouTube channel that's like, whoa, I didn't know you had a second channel. I thought you were just a Guild Wars 2 guy. I'm like, yeah, I do two things. Let's see, you can also get Halloween pails all year long from the Scrit vendor in LA. Yeah, you could use the candy corn from home instances. Halloween pails are good. I wish they would be upgradable to 32 salt bags that could sell them or something. Yeah, they're not though. They're not though. But there's a lot of places to get bags. My baggies, my massive mucking satchels, my super stuffed pouches. Said to both for a while, chat recommends good entertainment and gluten free. It is, unless you want the gluten. Then it's whatever you want. Whatever you want in life. Dragon Bash ending in 5 minutes. Yep, get the pinata fast. Get the home instance pinata, gives you candy year round. Alright, I think we hit everything. Well, I was planning on doing the soulbeast testing today, and then they had to come out with tons of news and swimsuits and homestead information, and they had to take the recharge off of mantras and swim speed legendary infusions and all this stuff. So we got a bit preoccupied. So with that, we are actually out of time. So I guess tonight, during the evening Guild Wars 2 stream, it's giveaway Guild Wars Tuesday tonight. So I'll be doing a giveaway. And then I'll also be doing the soulbeast testing then, I think. And then working on, I guess, my swim speed thing. Chipping away at that. Muck, I've been following the quick DPS on Tame Build. It's great. My only issue is having quick on-the-go condition cleanse. Any tips? A couple, sure. All right, so Ranger Condition Cleanse is baked into a few skills. One, Healing Spring cures 60 conditions in an area. So if you give up your invulnerability, this is stupid Condition Cleanse. Another option is Signet of Renewal. This pulls all conditions off you and gives it to your pet. I call this Signet of PETA because sometimes after you use this, your pet goes, "Arr!" So you sometimes want to, right after using this, do a pet swap. That's instant, but if you're not within range of your pet, it will go on cooldown and fail, so be careful of that. Frost Spirit will cure conditions in an area. So that's an option. If you're untamed, there is... Wasn't there another... Yeah, this converts conditions into Vuln. So that's instant if you want it. Pets, the bear, which, I mean, it's not good for damage, but the bear has condition cleanse as well. You could also run a sigil that is like cure condition on weapon swap, because you do weapon swap a lot. That would be an option as well. Giveaway is just a bunch of breezy bikini packs, right? I don't think I have any of those in the giveaway vault. I'll have to poke around and see what we got. We got butter. We got hella butter and weapon skins. And some 20 slot. Yeah, we got 20 slot bags. We got a bunch of 20 slot bags. Weapon swap would be nice, yeah. Alright. Chat, you guys have been wonderful. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A couple of plugs on the way out. If you happen to be new to my channel, my name is Mukluk. I stream every single evening and every weekday morning. I'm going to be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream. Going to go hang out with the family, do some live stuff between now and then. Hit the follow button if you're here on Twitch. Like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. It really is a huge help. These are links to my 2 YouTube channels. I do have 2. If you want to see all the videos I make, there's links to those. And a special thank you to the patrons. They keep this channel alive with their support. Couldn't do it without them, and there's a link to them in the chat below as well. You guys have a fabulous rest of your day. Stay safe. I'll be back tonight, and let me see if Loranity is on time for her stream, which she almost never is. Oh my god, she is! All right, I got to report. Not report, lol, wrong word. I need to reward her for good behavior, because Laura is only on time for her own schedule 1 day a month. So I will give Laura some support to show some love, and again, if you want to, ditch her and rejoin me for the good content in 5 hours, I'll be back then. All right, have a good day, y'all. See ya.